Well, okay. This might be a little scuffed. The timer didn't work. And I don't know where Mars is. So, hello. Welcome, everyone. Oh, this is gonna be a week is all I'm gonna say. Oh boy. Let's make sure all the notifications happened. Hello, Mason. Oh my gosh. I'm working on this briefly before I actually work on the comic. Yeah, god damn it. Oh, and something kablinged. Yep. Everything doesn't want to post my freaking things. Buffer. Thanks. Retry. I don't remember, Mason. I know you said one was new. Stop. Why are we unknowning erroring this shit? Oh my lord. I'm sorry. I told you it was gonna be scuffed. Stop blinging! Okay, let's see if we can make this work or not. Sure, tomorrow. Done. Save. Post now. Oh my goodness. I keep getting issues. Ariana. Oh, Dochi? Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm annoyed. I have a social media poster site that is supposed to be posting my shit. And it has failed multiple times today. I'm very, very upset. I'm pissy about it right now. I need to switch to over here. Like, I don't know where Mars is.
Hello.
Oh, there she
Greetings.
is. Hello.
I'm sorry. I was taking medicine.
Welcome to Scuffland. Land of
Oh
pain
no.
and suffering.
Scuffland. How did we end up here? Didn't you take the left turn at Albuquerque?
No, I didn't.
Oh, what were you thinking? Hello, Mason. Hello, John.
I was west of Weehawkins. Lore of...
Oh, man. Yeah, guys, Mars keeps bouncing between a 90... high 99 degree fever and 100. We keep going up, down, up, down. I don't know what's happening. So I just keep taking medicine. And pray that this issue solves itself.
I set up these like things to post, and
they're not posted.
They're not posting. All
they're
day
not
today.
Doing the thing.
All day today. It keeps telling me unknown error, and then I had to manually do it, and then this one it just wouldn't allow. This one it just didn't like.
Oh, that's so weird.
So I've gotta contact support or some shit. Very upset.
Hello, tech support, hello.
Yeah. Refresh connection. Continue.
I am in the midst of replying to all the emails I received today because as soon as I got home, I had a couple errands to run. I knocked the hell out for like 5 hours. I knocked the hell out and I'm like, this cannot be happening. I got shit to do. Body, work with me. I'm begging. February is just one of those months, you guys. It's one of those months where, you know, the cold's got to get their last kick in. You know, it's the final hurdle before spring and... man alive. I'm ready for it to be over.
The groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter, and I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling those 6 weeks.
I just wanted to finish
those 6 weeks. It'd be rough.
This transition part of the animatic here.
Well, dichotomy. I do agree with you. AA
on your Thursday
art stream, but
this is Tuesday. Please, Tuesday. Dichotomy.
Also, please don't wish Thursday on me. I am currently on a week-long break. This is the one time we don't wish it was Friday.
I'm not on a week-long break, but I still need it to not be Thursday yet.
It has been a long week, Dichotomy. No worries. Do you have
It's been
ears
2
tonight,
days.
or are you reading the captions?
I think he does. He might have ears.
You might have
Asexuals
ears.
Anonymous.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's
It
what
truly is.
Uh.
But guys, if I like break away for a second to sneeze or blow my nose, I apologize. I will try not to blow out the mic.
Yes. You'd Monday off?
That
Yeah, no,
feels
me
frustrating,
too, Dichotomy.
I don't know why
It's
feels
made it worse. Yeah.
when you have one day in the middle off.
I don't find that it always makes it worse. I find this time it has made it worse.
Not
and I
always,
don't know why.
But this time around, it's been like, hey.
I've had like a roller coaster of a day. And my day wasn't even bad. My day was just disappointing.
If you don't tell anybody, we won't tell anybody. So our lips are sealed. Hello, Estra. Hope you are doing well.
Hello, Esdrock.
Hey.
But yes, and hello, John. I don't know if I said that.
Is clear enough tonight to actually talk.
I just need to pause my fucking backup.
Because you seriously overestimate just how much energy goes in to talking. And it's like when it feels like your brain is just full of cotton, it's like, nope, I can only type tonight.
Basically, John, last night I got my assignment for my job, and it was really close to my house, and it was gonna be a really easy, chill day, and I was gonna get to draw a lot and just relax and have a pretty chill return. And then I was there for like an hour, and then he's like, yeah, go somewhere else. And I was like, okay, it's not as close to my house, but it's still not that far from my house, and like it should still be pretty chill. It's more work overall, but it still should be pretty chill. And it was like, oh yeah, no, we're not digging here today, so I had to do other work. But again, it wasn't a bad day. Like I still had a normal day. I was just promised a really chill day that I didn't get, and I was sad.
That's the worst part.
Oh shit. I mean, that'll be epic, Dichotomy. That'll be epic. Will you have a schedule that is pretty consistent then? Will you finally have a consistent, unchanging schedule?
Be a good little earless boy. Oh no. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, guys.
And there she goes again. Mars needs a mic that can mute itself without having to go into Discord.
I mean, they do have push to talk, but I feel like that would just be a
Mine
hassle.
and Dylan's mic, you can tap the mic yourselves.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what
you're going into a tunnel. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Ah!
So that's what you need.
Oh, I think I might have a surprise for you, Ori. I was hoping to be on stream earlier before we actually started, but I think I'm able to do it. Are you ready?
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, look, it's Pearl.
Mr. Nick.
That is Pearl. Pearl's here, guys.
My voice is back.
Pearl is with us. All right.
Fully.
Well, let's just check something.
Surprise.
Nice. All right, guys. We want to experience.
I'm stubbed up to oblivion, but at least I have my Pearl voice.
Guys, poor Mars can't see the whips before you guys because I can't send them to her. They're too big. They're too big. I literally like did a whole Hooby Scooby to try and send you one.
It at the same time you guys do. How special is that?
How dare it, Dichotomy. But so let's watch the animatics so far. I've added a lot more. Let's go. Oh no. No. I turned off a setting. Hold on.
Oh no.
It's this one. I turned off keyframes. All right, one more time. My bad.
I'ma bleed you out like a sickness. You're the poison I need out of my veins. No judge, no
I got so far. But that's the new
I
stuff.
love him falling out of the pill bottle.
Me
That
too,
is
and it's
epic.
Feeny. I'm also very happy with his cough. He, 1, coughs on the beat, and 2, I just think it looks really good.
Realistic cough, and I would know. I'm an expert in that.
It's lagging a little bit. Well, we're done, Allie. We're done. You're just in time. I'll shift it out of the way. We just finished watching. Perfect timing. Now we're going to the comic.
Great timing.
It's a lethal dose of Phoenix.
Only Edgeworth
man's
knows.
fucking sturdy. So I don't know. Where am I going? I need Outcast is here. Oh, oh my god. Federico. Yes.
Federico.
The LD50 is what we are discussing. Phoenix's personal tolerance is pretty fucking high. That man's been punched, tased. Like, I don't know. He fucking
thrown off a bridge.
I know that Allie
poisoned.
did 3-1 now. So fucking ate the necklace.
Like, this poor man.
Ate glass. This guy. This man. This man faints a lot, though. He faints a lot.
Find you someone who will eat glass for you.
Have you eaten metal before? I mean, we can all eat gold and, like, silver leaf and stuff. Oh, pica. Oh, that's some serious metal then. Whew.
Oh, my.
Did you live, Estrok? Yeah, no, seriously, Allie, seriously. We were fucking screaming at that. I don't even... What the fuck, Phoenix? Fee, what the fuck?
Also,
I'm sorry.
Mind at that part.
The typo to Funi is hilarious. Crunchy glass. You've been a ghost the entire time. Damn, Estruck, you gotta disclose these things a little earlier. I can't believe you. How could we trust you?
Yeah, just a little.
That you've been hiding
earlier.
this. That you've been Danny Phantom's friend this whole time. Okay. I am working on a boat. And I don't want to be working on a boat, but I am.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Yeah, we all wanted to slap him for Mia's sake. But Allie, now you know the context behind Grossberg's red suit too. It's just young Grossberg.
Yes.
Look, wow, so much of the stuff we talked about came from literally the first one. No,
it really does.
Seriously.
That's kind of insane.
Allie, that is too real. Oh, I'm not even working in this file. That is too real. I literally, my first OC ever that I really... The first character I ever attribute to being a full OC. Technically, I drew an OC before that, but I don't count him. He had a name, but that was literally it. This OC... Yeah, Allie, yeah. Dylan, when Dylan, so, oh my god, I have to say this. So I was telling Dylan about your faux pas, Mars, about fucking airing out his hemorrhoids. Jesus fucking Christ. And Dylan, and Dylan was like,
come on, that one was gift wrapped for me.
Oh my god. And then, oh, it turned out great, John. I can show it off in a second. But, hold on, my brain is loading. It's loading, buffering. I told Dylan about that comment, and Dylan, and I'm like, and I don't even remember how it got, but Dylan's like, yeah, that was all me, and I was like, no, Dylan, the hemorrhoids were like the official content. The hemorrhoids were the official, and he's like, no, I did. I'm like, no, Dylan, the hemorrhoids were official. You did all the other ailments listed off WebMD, and he like didn't believe me. He didn't believe me.
Oh my god, that is hysterical.
I can't sit anyway.
Bro Mandela affected.
No, I didn't mention the preparation H comment. I forgot to do that. I was so aghast by Mars's fucking airing out his
I caught Ori so off guard with that one. She was not ready.
Dylan. No, I mean, Allie, if you watch the videos, the amount of times that Dylan has fucking predicted the line and just goes, I wrote this game. I wrote this game. It was me. is numerous and plentiful.
That's just the mark of good writing, I gotta
It's
say.
hilarious. Come on. Where's the boat? Here it is.
Is loading,
I was gonna
perhaps?
spip my spelp if the boat was fucking gone, but it's here.
Oh, look at that lovely boat.
I wanted to show off the Grossberg artwork. We can do that too.
Yes. It is glorious. That man
It
is
is
a hella
glorious.
smash now.
Guys, why
He
are
is
my two
such a
favorite
smash.
past to smashes Winston Payne and Marvin Grossberg? I'm so good. They're so
Because
good.
you were in the zone.
They're
You were
just
in the fucking zone.
they're so good. Look at this. Look at this.
Why pirate
He's about
if boat?
to give me a
Ali, I
pirate.
raise you this. Why boat if pirate?
BBM. This
Oh,
is an
yeah.
acronym I am blanking on. Big beautiful men. But
I think it's big beautiful men.
Winston Payne
Although
is
Winston
scrawny.
is not big and beautiful.
And neither is
He's
Dylan.
skinny and scrawny.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
Skinny
their
and
body
scrawny.
shape or size. I just drew them real fucking good. Like they're just full
I
of
think it's just the
confidence now.
confidence.
It's really just I do
Like,
have a
they're
type alley,
beaming.
and it's being fucking confident as hell.
I mean, if anyone's confident as hell, it's Dylan. So
Right?
he's
It's
got
so
that.
good. Yeah,
in
exactly.
The bag.
Right? So it's like that's the type. The type is
I
confident as hell.
love the fucking lemon boxers.
The
That was
lemon
an
boxes
amazing
are
touch.
hilarious. They're great. Adding the painting in the background is also great. I love the pen cigar vibes. It's also good. And I will say, just
You fucking nailed it.
I think Grossberg and Payne are competent. They got rizzed up, okay? They got a little lesson in the riz.
They look confident now.
They're
Estra.
confident in themselves,
They're
right? They don't have
confident
to be.
in their
See, there's a
abilities.
difference. There's a difference. You can be confident and wrong. You can be confident and not good at
Many
your job.
people are, in fact.
Many people are. Oh yeah. Oh, not competent. Yes, confident. Confident. My type is confident. Oh no, I'm not judging Mason. I love Grossberg looks fucking fantastic. I'm just saying that it has nothing to do with the body size. We've spanned the gambit. Bikini still looks great. I love Bikini. My Bikini one is great. Honestly, the only one I'm disappointed in is Jacques Portsman. That one I feel like I didn't do it as good. Like I feel like I could have done better. And I don't think Dylan is incompetent in all of everything. He has his gumshoe moments, okay? They're not as plentiful as Gumshoe, but he certainly has his gumshoe moments. Did I lose Mars? Did she die?
No, I'm still here. I'm just multitasking. I didn't send any
Steven
emails
Universe,
today because,
this
again, 5-hour nap. So
is glory. This is amazing. This is the pass to smash. And both Mars and Dylan and myself, of course, all agree. Fucking smash now. Glorious.
Oh, hella. Like, if this...
Yeah, especially on Stream Alley, yeah.
If
Art,
this is what I
indeed.
saw first thing,
That's what
I
art
would have
is.
smashed.
Yeah.
I would have smashed.
I will say, the suit is doing Grossberg no favors. At least Winston Payne's suit looks fine. But Grossberg needs to
It's
get...
the way the suit looks. Like, Grossberg has a
No,
very
it's
sadly
WR,
tailored
Alex.
suit. Because it's enhancing his man boobs.
Which it
we
shouldn't
don't want
be.
that.
It shouldn't be
It shouldn't be
scooping
enhancing the man
underneath.
boobs.
It shouldn't be it should be filling him out.
But it's sadly
Yeah,
not.
WR.
So we
Thank you.
had to fix that. We had to fix that.
You die.
It's
Yeah, such
crucial.
is life. Oh, the F is for
It's-
phenomenal. Feeny.
Phenomenal.
Dylan, it's because I keep talking about Feeny now because he's, in the animatic and everything, and Allie just, experienced Feeny for the first time. I've said Feeny a lot, and every time Dylan is like, I hate it. I hate the word Feeny. I hate it so much. I'm just like, I know, Dylan, but that's his name, and we can't do anything about it.
Fair, I think that's the idea.
Now,
I don't think we're supposed to like Feeny.
yes, Smash, but for which console? Grothberg is like the N64. He's Melee. Sometimes it happens, Pastry Puff.
Such is life sometimes, Pastry.
You gotta do it. Feeny is
unavoidable.
a hot mess. Feeny, okay, if I remember correctly, I do remember correctly. We all passed Feeny, okay? Feeny is not ripe enough yet. Feeny needed some time. Phoenix,
perfection.
though, fucking here.
Feeny
and I'm waiting.
just gives like I am freshman in college who hasn't stepped in my own shoes.
Is there a fan differentiating name for the Phoenix with the vest? Like 30s Phoenix, right? I think he's like 30 at that point. Phoenix? Oh no. He's too small.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
No, not Phoenix. The other one.
Cinnamon roll.
The one after
he does
Phoenix.
have the cinnamon roll, but I just, I can't do it.
The one with the vest. He's got the little hair.
He's
got
too
the little
much
hair
of a puppy dog.
He doesn't know people. No, he doesn't know women.
He's too much of a puppy dog for someone who does not deserve him.
Yeah, and that was so sad.
That does not help the appeal.
We don't have a nickname for him? Lame. Does Edgeworth with glasses have a nickname? Or is it just Glasses Edgeworth? Because I also am fucking here for Glasses Edgeworth, okay?
Oh my
Daddy.
God, yes.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I failed to see the lie. I failed to see the lie.
Wait, no. Wait, what are we knowing? Did you say daddy to the wrong
Oh no!
kilometers, Edgeworth? That's what his father should have been. I will say, Gregory is not a bad name, but Gregory is not a bad name.
To it.
But it doesn't fit the Miles Edgeworth. Like I wanted
that mean distances.
Newton.
Oh,
it doesn't have to be distance. It could have been Newton. It's just a measurement, right? Newton.
Oh, Newton
that'd be
would
fun.
have been interesting.
That'd be Jules.
I don't know if it
Jules would have been
him,
interesting.
Though.
There's a ton of shit named after like people, you know. Watt.
It just
I
doesn't
will
sound
not,
like a name. Like,
Pastry
are you
Puff,
going to call out,
I don't know
what?
any Atticus Finch related things. Milliliters Edgeworth. Jesus Christ. No, I know. As drunk. Miles Tails. No.
I mean,
Henry's a unit of measurement. See, that could have been fun.
All right.
That could have been
fun.
fun.
That would have been even more fun because that's like a if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely did not know that.
I did not know a Henry. The actor that played Atticus Finch in the movie. All right, there you go. Yeah, I know literally nothing about Atticus Finch. I know of the name. That is a name I recognize.
Neither.
But I have not consumed any of the content.
Nope.
So it's like, yes, that is a recognizable character name. That's literally it. That's all I got in there. Anything can be. I mean, this is true, Mason. But I think we're talking more of like more official units of measurement, you know? What I mean, Phoenix measured in pearls. I just realized. I just remembered.
Their puns.
Phoenix measured in pearls, guys. So yeah, anything can be a measurement.
This is true.
Yeah. I was just editing that. Banana for scale, indeed. I know an artist that made a metal ruler that was banana-shaped to be banana for scale.
Oh my God, Brat Fiend.
Where did we talk about Brat Fiend?
So Pastry Puff said there's a Rightworth ship that is kind of an AU
Oh.
of what if they reunited when they were 20 in college rather
Oh,
than in
snap.
AA1 in the timeline.
Honestly,
I think the only issue I have with that is
Is the
that
name?
as characters, neither of them are ready
yeah,
for
they're not
it.
ready. I can't. They're not ready. They're not ready.
They're basically Hotsun and Milano. Both are so not ready to
Literally.
invite anyone into their life at that point in time.
Literally. They need
have
to
not
have
been given the
a time
trials.
first.
They've not been
polar
beat
bears,
up
there you
yet. They
Bald
gotta
eagles,
do
exactly,
some
Ellie.
growing first before they can welcome each other back in.
There was like, okay, I don't remember what person did this, but I heard a joke once.
Neither the trials nor the tribulations. They gotta have those first.
They gotta have
it's
some
important.
of it. Exactly. I don't remember who said this joke, but I heard a joke a long time ago, and it was like you go to America and it's like they have all that stuff, and it's like 8 p.m. The show airs at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. CC, and it's like, what are they talking about? What is that? Cause? Cause per eagle? How many times the eagle caws? And all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh my god. Wild. Dingoes per Vegemite. Ooh. That's a very specific one. Wawas per bagel. Oh goodness. Not sheets? Wawas? I know the great Wawa's sheets divide.
Ah. Sounds important.
I don't think Mars knows of the great Wawa sheets divide.
Can't say I'm familiar with that one.
Sheets. Ay. Y'all are too much.
But we wouldn't have it any other
Well,
way.
because it's a Jersey thing. Sheets. So, to my understanding, Pennsylvania has East Pennsylvania is Wawa and West Pennsylvania is Sheets country. And so you come from Pennsylvania on either the Wawa or the Sheets side of Pennsylvania.
Okay, I know what a Wawa is. What is a Sheets? Help
it's
me,
the same.
Ori.
It's the same thing. It's just another brand of like gas station, like corner store stop thing.
Ah,
It's just
okay,
the brand is
okay.
Sheets instead of the brand is Wawa. Do you like pancakes? Do you like
I've
Wawa?
literally never heard of a Sheets. Yeah, we like pancakes.
I guess is it a measurement? It's a scale, John. It is a scale. But I don't know if I would call when you say like a hurricane is like a category 4. I don't think that's a measurement. But I don't know. Because is a tier list a measurement? You know what I'm saying? It's measuring something, I guess, but it's measuring a combination of things?
I think that could still be argued that it's a measurement. Because you're still measuring, if you're using a tier list, let's say it's
where do we draw the
Smash
measuring
tier
line?
list or something like that. You're measuring how much
Richter
you like
Edgeworth.
something.
That gives he's a Belmont.
Oh, that
because
would've been
Richter is a
badass.
Belmont. It's just that's the old. Okay, guys. We had
But it does
Shogun.
give those old British vibes,
Well, we
which
had-
Edgeworth has in spades.
We had Shogun era Ace Attorney, right? We have the great Ace Attorney. Give me fucking vampire Ace Attorney, guys. Come on. Because
That
Dylan
would
said
be
it himself.
epic.
The Von Karma aesthetic is so vampire coded, right? Edgeworth's innate aesthetic. So Richter Edgeworth, a fucking vampire guy. Oh my god, fucking great as shit. Fucking good shit.
I would be so here for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Pastry Puff, if you told me they didn't exist, I wouldn't believe you. You know what I'm saying? If you have a fandom that has a ship in it, I don't care what kind of ship, okay? If you have a fandom that has a ship in it,
It has a
there's
vampire
AU, there's
There's werewolf
fantasy
AU.
knight AU sort of thing. See, werewolf is hit or miss. It definitely vampire. definitely vampire. Werewolf, it depends on the characters, I find. Not everything has a werewolf one.
Sometimes. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of werewolf ones crop up.
Big one. Definitely if it's gay shit.
It's always a
then
toss-up between the florist and the cafe AU.
Ooh, those are good ones too.
I find you either have one or the other.
The age of the characters depends on the college, like if there's a college AU, you know? It depends. But yeah, vampire's like big fucking like #1 AU. It's a big AU. And I'm here for it.
We do love our vampires in this
I don't know,
house.
that Aussie sun is strong, Mason. She might just like have a peek through the window. That shit is hefty.
Oh, yes. I follow a teacher on Instagram who lives in Australia. And, oh, what happened here? Oh, that's what happened here. Okay. And he's like, yep, I had to order a new hat. Mine melted and I needed a new one.
Yep. No, it is bad.
It gets hot.
It's bad. Read challenges.
It gets really friggin' hot down there.
Oh, I heard about that, John. I heard about that. Yeah. I don't know how they make money, you know, sometimes. Okay. I'm really fudging this one, and I really wish for death.
Oh. Don't wish for death. We need you.
I'm just really fudging how this angle is working. How are we boating today? We're boating okay. Oh, that's what I was talking about, Allie. I wanted to go back. I had to think about the fucking pirate OC. We got way off topic before because we showed off Grossberg. That Raid Shadow Legends is. I just don't know how it's a front. Don't fronts usually have to specifically be like an IRL thing for it to be a front? Isn't that like part of it? I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Mason. I'm just wondering if you can money launder without a physical store. I wouldn't know, you know? And you know what? If any of you know, you might be on a list. But yeah, so Allie, back to what I was saying about yes, pirates, no boats. The first OC I ever made, and I will forever consider him my first OC ever. And I really need to draw him again. It's been a few years now. Honestly, I should shove him.
I would love to see him in your updated style.
Right? All of it.
Honestly,
I had a concept.
You should throw him in on Art Fight.
I had a... Oh. Goodness. That's a lot of
People
things.
would love to draw him.
But
I'm telling you.
The main one I want to make is I want to make Avrit for Art Fight. He needs an updated reference. I want to do the style settling with Avrit. I want that to be a thing. I had a concept art about the this OC that I'm talking about, but okay, I need to look at my fucking boat reference like a good little artist. Why is everybody adding? Everybody's on stream right now. Okay, chill out.
Oh my goodness.
How dare everybody stream on our stream night?
The audacity.
Totally. Honestly, the only reason I'm mad that people stream on my stream night is because I can't watch their stream. Not because I want the views. It's because I can't be their viewer. No, what was I doing? I was looking at art ref.
The struggle is so real.
The struggle is so real. Of course, it doesn't have the ref that I want. All right. Back to my brain. First OC I ever made. He was based on a comment that Dylan made. Basically, I worked at an arboretum as my first internship in college, and they had a CSA farm, and they had a chicken coop with like 50 chickens. It was a lot of chickens. And that was really cool. part of your time at the Arboretum is working on the CSA farm, and you work with the chickens. And so you're in there with the chickens, and the chickens are so friendly. They're like, they really want to be with you, and they want to like inspect you and like do all this sort of stuff. So I picked up a chicken and I placed it on my shoulder, and it just stayed there. And I'm wearing like a big Tilly hat, and I'm in like this shirt and everything, and I take a picture of myself and I send it to Dylan, and I'm like, am I a pirate or a farmer? And he goes, why not both? And I went, why not why not why not both? Why not both? Why not both? Yeah, no, it stayed. It stayed. It stayed. It was so chill. And yeah. And I was like, pirate or farmer? And he was like, why not both? I was like, you're right. Why not both? Why not both? And so I made my first ever OC. His name is Griffin. We'll show him off. Griffin Emmer. And he was actually the main antagonist.
He's a very pretty boy.
For my first ever Dungeons & Dragons campaign that I ran. He's a very pretty boy. He gives a lot of Milano vibes. There's no question. They would totally be friends. Griffin's a little more scheming, and then he turned into something else. So hold on. Let's see if I can find where it all is. I think it's here, and I think it's.
Gotta go sifting through those archives.
I just gotta find what folder it's in.
Well, Federico, the difference is Ori never attacked the chickens. So she never got swarmed by them.
Okay. So
that's the mistake Link always makes.
Closest to his original design, but this is technically not his original design. In his original design, he didn't have the fishtail. And the reason for that is because he wasn't a fish guy. But basically this, but without the fish tail at all. And, but so he had the hat and the hair. God, this is so old. This is 2020 now. This is literally based on the shirt that I was wearing. All this sort of stuff. Felcos. Can you see I care? Machete. Can you tell? He's got a hori and a machete and Felcos. All that sort of stuff. He's barefoot. This is the reason I could draw feet. Is because of this man right here. Because of him. And he's got corn earrings. And he's got pumpkin seed and star anise bracelets and all this sort of stuff. And he's great. And he's got a tan. He's got farmer tan. Very important. Very cool shit. Yeah, this is 2020. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts.
And so yeah, I love him. He's great. This is wheat and wool, and he actually in his final design has like feathers in the hat as well.
We could even call him like a collar prototype, because look at that tail.
As you can tell, so then this is my first OC, right? And well, he didn't have the tail originally. I have to get there in the story. I just don't have that very first art of him on my computer. Then Mermaid came around, and I was drawing, and I don't remember which came first, but I had the idea of a character that was like a griffin and like a person with a griffin with also like a fishtail. And I was like, this is just a really cool, I want to just smush all these animals together. And I ended up drawing him as like a doodle, but it wasn't really him yet. So remember, Griffin existed just without the fishtail, like this. And then I drew this, and I gave him like Griffin's hair, but no hat. I was like, all right, this is really cool shit though. I like this shit. And so I kept fucking drawing Griffin with the griffin body part and the tail is based on like a flying fish. So that's why the fins do the fin things, so he could fly. And then honestly, I think that this one image that I'm about to show shaped like the entirety of my art now, and it's this one. So yeah, this was 2019.
It definitely did shape the trajectory of Ori's art.
I loved it. Yes, it is spelt the same way, but honestly, it was more based. More in my head was Griffin was a cool name, and I also Griffin McElroy, McElroy. Well, so as you can see here, Ellie, the fins are like out, construction, but with good intent overall.
That's what they all say.
Okay. Maybe it's in... Don't I have something need to sort? Griffin icon? No. I could have sworn. Not I could have sworn. I know I did. Why is this just called wheat? What even is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Wheat. Oh, it's a little wheat monster.
Oh, that would explain it.
Blah, blah, blah. They're all icons from my original D&D.
Yes, Ori was making villains before she was making heroes. How crazy is that?
Honestly, more of like more what happened was I made him, right? I made him the OC like designed, right? And then I was like, oh my god, I need to DM like a campaign. I want to use him, right? And so the only really good way to like have a character very constantly is to make him a villain or a recurring NPC, and I just felt like being the main antagonist worked better for him and his vibe. In like an actual story where it would be like him as he would be the main character without question. He gives lots of Milano vibes.
He has the main character vibes.
He has lots of Milano vibes.
Without a doubt.
I'm very upset I cannot find this. This is so sad.
You always find it when you least expect it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, as soon as you
It's
stop
gonna
looking
totally
for it,
be
that's when you're gonna
somewhere
find
else.
it.
It's gonna totally be somewhere else. I do not know where. Oh, no. None of that need to sort. Let's check here one time.
Where?
Nope, none of you. Yeah, I basically I had a like redraw that I was working on of him, and I could have sworn I did one in between, but apparently not anywhere that I know. You think the ends justify the memes yourself? Yes. It's always fun, Allie. I'm someone I always say, always save your art. Don't throw it out. Keep it. You know, I don't care if it's in a sketchbook or it's in, ooh, we'll look in the couch.
Be
I
in
don't
a
care where it
flash
is.
drive.
Save it. Don't throw it out, even if you're not happy with it. You know. Ooh, she had a slightly different vibe, Mason, but I still see the Sid vibes. But she definitely had a different like. She's a little more cutesy and a little less nervous looking.
I feel this is like 5th grade Sid.
Yeah, that I can see that. I can see this being like a younger Sid.
I'm getting more elementary school vibes. And it's
Yeah,
very
I feel
cute.
that. I feel that. I like it. No, she's adorable.
I think it's because both the pose
And the outfit.
expression, and then also the outfit, it just gives very elementary
The outfit is definitely
schooler.
younger.
Like, I knew kids with this school uniform in elementary
no,
school.
100%. 100%. But I think it's always good to look back on your old art. To be able to just see,
100%.
you know.
And the same goes for writing, too. Because you can very easily see your own growth and how far you've come. It's like, ooh, I did that. Me.
Exactly.
What the hell? Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-oh. What you doing?
So... I'm not trying to make this weird, but I sit in front of a heater at my desk. And the heat is on right now. And I'm feeling heat on one very specific part of my leg. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I'm wearing pants. Why is it only in this one area? My pants have a hole in them. And it's not a tiny hole either. I'm like, how the hell did these make it through the laundry? All right. Well, I got a new rag to clean with. That's fine.
You don't gotta preface it like that, though, Mars. Jeez.
I was like,
I think the preface made it worse.
Too. These were comfy.
Okay, I was trying to get the reference of the ship. If I'm being honest, I keep way too many pants that have holes in them. I'm like, oh, I'll mend them. Of course I don't. But I say I will.
It's time to learn those grandma skills.
I know
They'll
how
come in
to
handy.
mend it. No, you misunderstand. I know how to mend them. That's not the problem. The problem
just
is
finding
sitting
the
down and
time.
doing it.
And the motivation.
I can make my own clothes. The problem is sitting down and doing it.
It's like, ugh, chores. No.
Now I can look at this for reference.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Toss it every time.
I
I
love
like
when we
can't
get a
bring
new
myself
reference
to.
added to the channel.
I'm trying to keep it marginally consistent, you know? Marginally. Oh. I'm glad I looked at the reference.
Oh, what did we discover?
That this railing doesn't belong there. Because that railing goes with that. So...
Aha!
What are you? The dumb line that nobody cares about. Go away, dumb line.
Don't say that to the
No,
line.
I erased
You
it. It's
can make
gone.
feel
It was
bad
done. It was
about
bad.
itself.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh.
It didn't belong.
Wow. Kicking out people for not belonging. Ori, that's the antithesis of our comic.
If every line was here and stuck around, we wouldn't have a comic.
Ah, John, is there a name for this ship or is it just ship? This ship is known as the Outcast.
But without an E.
Without an E.
So yes, it does have a name. The main question now is, does it
I'm
have a
wondering
figurehead?
who in chat thinks who in the crew came up with that name?
There's significant lore behind the name. We will
There
say.
is incredible lore behind the name.
I don't know if we want
I'm
to
quite
reveal
ready
it.
to share it.
Yeah, no.
No, not too much, not too much. Just
You
a
can
little
know it's
tidbit here,
called
a
the
little tidbit
Outcast.
there.
Honestly,
You can know
it
it's
should
called the Outcast, no
be
problem.
written on this ship, and I'll get there. Just like I have a lot of scratch marks to make in the boxes.
The leader, Milano, because he's the captain. In a gamer AU, they're the Shoutcast.
Oh my god. Gamer AU would be kind of wild. We did once talk about all the games that they
Ooh.
would play.
Pastry Puff on the right track. Pastry Puff on the right track.
Alrighty. Pastry Puff's got all that analysis knowledge in their brains.
Oh yes.
I love when Pastry Puff.
Pastry Puff, I am curious, what made you an analyzer of stories? Was there like a specific moment? Or did you just like start doing it one day? It's like, oh, this is how I consume media now. Okay.
The only level of analysis that I have is the fault of Dylan and Mars combined.
Sorry.
Before Dylan and Mars, Ori
Although
was a big.
It's very satisfying because Ori will text me like, "I'm seeing the flags coming up. I think this will happen to a character," or "I see this happen." I'm like, "I'm so proud."
I started an anime that Mars hasn't seen, and I started it, and I literally before the opening of the series, right? Before the opening music played, there was the part before that. And I literally had to like stop and I was like, I can't watch this because I was like planning to watch it as like a while I was doing shit sort of thing because it was a dub, but it was like
that wasn't
immediate
happening.
action stuff, and I literally went to Mars and I was like, so this one's gonna destroy me. I it's gotta, yeah. I will honestly be disappointed.
She's like, this one's
if
going
it
to
doesn't
destroy
fuck me
me.
up. And then I sent a voice memo to Mars, and she's like, "Are you crying?"
Well, because the whole time in this voice recording, Ori's going, and then this happened, and then, and I'm like, are you crying?
It was a very like, there was a lot of emotion involved, but I was not crying.
Gojo, you crying?
Aster is the angstiest, in your opinion? You think Aster named it? All right.
Ah, fascinating. We got some interesting theories here. We got some very interesting theories.
See, it's funny. Like, while I consumed, like, the round table and shit, like First Steven Universe and Gravity Falls, like a lot of theory stuff, I never sat down and watched the show that way. I watched the show, you know, and then I let the internet tell me the things. You know, I was just like chilling, and then I would be like, oh, I did notice that. Oh, I did notice that. But then I started watching shows mostly with Mars. Well, Dylan will analyze. It's not like we don't like talk. Like Mars and I talk when we watch anime. That's why subtitles have to be on, no matter if it's dub or sub.
Yeah, we don't shut up. It's a problem.
We don't shut up. And so, with that, because Mars would like say things as well, it's like, all right, I actually gotta pay attention if I want to know what she's talking about. Like, I actually have to like have a brain happening here. And
I
now,
don't remember what show it was. Sarazamai. It was while we were watching Sarazamai that I was trying to explain to you all the nuances.
And it's like,
and
all
stuff
right, I gotta
on.
pay attention here.
Because I'm like, so see how
I
they did that,
Mason,
and then see how they
I'm
framed
concerned.
this.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to be like,
no rest for Ori.
So it's definitely
I've
interesting.
definitely not seen that, Mason.
To be like, oh, now I can't not think about it. I still will say I can turn it off a lot more than I think Mars or Dylan does. I can definitely more than Dylan.
Listen,
Dylan will.
I can recognize when a show is just okay. We're here for a good time. We're not here for anything deeper.
Yeah, Dylan needs a bit of a preface to it.
Start seeking it out and then realize, okay, vibe show.
But
Got
what's
it.
really funny is Pastry Puff, because I watched MASH as a vibe show. I watched MASH as solely a vibe show. So while obviously it has its great moments, I definitely didn't think about it nearly as deep as you did. So getting to then read all your stuff about it and be like, oh yeah, was like pretty cool. And it reminded me of those, you know, roundtable days.
Well, those are like the best kind of shows where it could either be a vibe show or you can analyze it for deeper meaning.
Yes,
I love that because then it's kind of best of both. Like for me, I gotta be honest, Pastry Puff, Cute High Earth Defense Club was a vibe show for me. I was not looking very deeply into that. But then I was reading all the stuff that you found about it, and it's like, oh yeah, you could look at it
what
from
I
that
like
angle.
though, what I also like about, you know,
it's
like
really fun. You can always find meaning in something.
When Pastry Puff takes a show that we watched and like starts doing all the cool analysis shit in it, I feel very validated and like Mars and I are good for picking shows even if we're not specifically watching them for that purpose. Hello everyone, welcome.
All right.
How was the
Hi.
Bluey emotes? Guys, Rage Pink is making
oh my gosh, how was it?
Bluey emotes, okay, for Twitch. So they're gonna be really cool.
my God.
She was working on Chattermax, doing his little dance.
No fucking way.
And it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
love
epic.
it.
I don't know how much she got to the actual animating of it, but like the still looked great already. So
Rage paint, do tell.
I'm happy to see you read into it, Pastry Puff. Like I said, it's really validating for being like, wow, I love MASH and it was really good and I really liked it and I didn't feel like it had the like shonen problems, you know, like a lot of things, like as much as like other shows have. Like don't watch Fairy Tail. You know what I'm saying? Like don't do it. Okay, it's not worth it. Please don't.
Poor Fairy Tail.
Please don't watch it. I love it. Please don't watch it. I know objectively that one is bad. Okay.
I like Fire Force. Please don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like you're not missing out on anything you can't get elsewhere, honestly.
Yeah, Mason,
I'm just here for the vibes and the firefighting.
It's got making content, and the story will progress
follow.
enough. Yeah. Sometimes there's just not enough yet, and that's fine. It takes time. Mostly prep. Yeah, a lot of animation is prep. Virgin layers.
Oh, a ton of it.
Stuff. You sent me the meme? Alright, let's see the meme. I'm gonna say, Mason, I think you sent it to the old Ori account. Unless you sent it on a different social media and not Discord. Because I don't have anything from you.
And I've done that several times, so...
Oof. Just delete it at this point! Move it somewhere else! I don't know. Do something.
But there's history
on
there.
Instagram. Okay, on Instagram. Gotta check the Instagrams.
Written an alternate ending. Ooh, Pastry Puff. I look forward to seeing that.
My dog has the biggest blip on the couch.
Aww.
And
is she with you right now, or are you looking at a picture?
No, my mom literally just sent me pictures. I picked it up to go look at the amazing thing. It's a video. I'll have to watch it later.
Dichotomy ears!
Yay, ears again!
Nice!
That's
Are you free? Are you done with work?
Epic. I would love to know about that. Page Puff, you gotta send that. What is...
Yeah, please.
I don't even have
begging.
tails. Yeah, don't watch it. Exactly, that's why. Don't watch it. Alright. I don't know if Rage is still here, but I know that Rage, we were talking about showing off the animatic. So I'm gonna say, Allie,
let's do it.
While Dichotomy gained his ears, you should avert thine eyes and just listen to the sweet music.
You must become
I have to open it
the hear no evil monkey.
The old-fashioned way.
It is your turn.
No, the see no evil monkey. She can hear everything. Evil. She just can't look at it.
I'm sorry, I got confused.
I'm sorry, Allie. Once you finish I hope that you finish the game so that you can see this animatic when it's finally done. I don't know yet if I'm gonna call it an animatic or an animini. I think it has to be an animini. I think I've animated too much already for it to not be an animini, but
you've certainly done quite a bit.
Let us continue on.
I'ma bleed you out like a sickness. You're the poison I need out of my veins. No judge, no jury, no witness. Another dose of pain. You tried to bury me 6 feet, but I still breathe. No guts, no glory, no.
That's all I have in the like sketchy part of it.
Good night, John.
Good night,
Hope
John.
Hope to see you later, but if we don't, have a good one.
Indeed. I might have to speed up this fall. I feel like it's kind of slow. He doesn't push it with enough gusto. What was I saying? What's an animega? It's an animatic.
Animega.
Oh, if there's an animini? No, it's just animation, you know? There's not any... It always takes me a second, S-Drock. I have midnight brain constantly, okay? It's me.
Oh no, you didn't used to have that.
No, it's just during a stream. All right, let's see how this works. Is it too fast now?
Yes, no, and anamini is a term that we coined because we
Mars
found
coined.
animatic just really wasn't doing the process justice.
I find that animatics. Okay, that one felt better.
You needed just a more descriptive word to really help us along.
An animatic is storyboards to timing, and storyboards in their actual supposed to be this wayness are pretty fucking simple.
As a storyboard.
Yeah, they're pretty simple, okay? You're not doing a ton of stuff. You're just trying to convey the thing. And so an animatic is not a lot of frames. However, you get to the point where you see like the Epic the Musical, quote unquote, animatics, and while some of them are pretty animatic-y, ones like Neil Illustrators or like Gigi are not just animatics at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've gone beyond. There is like a significant amount of movement involved, and I feel like there's just so much work put into it that to call them an animatic does both the artist a disservice for the amount of work that they put in, and two, gets expectations way too high on what an animatic actually is. And so, I was trying to find a middle ground, and Mars posited Animini. And I went, fuck yeah, that's based as shit. We fucking love that. Holy fuck, is that great. And here we are.
I am happy to provide.
And here we are. Yeah, so
I am more than happy to
90%
provide.
of the time, I'm gonna be like, taking your comments serious and then realizing mid thing. Honestly, that's like Dylan and my dynamic, is Dylan making a joke and then me treating it seriously and then like pivoting into like, oh shit, he's joking.
The best kind.
Indeed.
The best kind.
Really, really funnily, so Dylan and I will like yell at each other in like a passionate, like goofy way, right? You've seen how we are on stream, right? That's our everyday. We're those kind of people, okay?
That's their love language.
For a very long time, not a very long time, for a significant part of our relationship, we were long distance, and it was just phone calls because I was away at college, and so we had like phone calls a lot, and we would have the same dynamic on the phone, and his mom, because obviously we were like, he was living at home, and you know, when I was not in college, I was living at home. His mom would like overhear, and she'd be like, you guys are always yelling at each other. Like, do you even like each other? It's always this anger, and we're like, we're literally just goofing her. Like, what do you mean? None of it is even angry yelling at all. Lori, yeah. Laura Kami, as Dichotomy will kill me if I don't say.
Indeed.
Dichotomy would strike me down where I stand. Okay.
Don't worry, you're not in danger.
I did the thing. See, I said it. Otherwise, I would have had a danger to my health and well-being.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, the danger? Yeah. You guys, you don't know this, but Dichotomy threatens me in the DMs. It's not me just sending him duck pictures so he can show his boyfriend. I think the last, like, multiple messages I have sent to Dichotomy are me just sending him fucking duck-related shit. Oh, no. The most recent one is card-related shit.
Wait. Dichotomy, if you're looking for duck stuff, I have found duck stuff on my feed.
Oh yeah, no, send Dichotomy all the duck stuff, okay? His boyfriend fucking loves
the duck stuff.
His boyfriend loves ducks.
Shit. Oh shit, I can help provide.
And specifically like Lucifer,
I'd love
like
to
duck
be part
Lucifer.
Of this duck economy.
Lucifer and ducks. I'm not in danger. I am the
Okay, what is
danger.
this?
All right. These affirmations. Yeah, I literally like drove by
Okay.
card stuff.
Ori,
Yeah.
the official Ace Attorney game account on Insta posted Edgeworth in a Valentine's outfit.
Yes, I saw. Yeah, that was posted in our Discord, Mars.
Okay,
We got
I'm
this
just double checking
info
it's the same
early.
one because beautiful.
I'm pretty sure he looks very valiant and knightly.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, MP provides. Yes.
So lovely.
I did. It's okay, Jack. I did get it, but yes, card stuff. But guys, okay. So I went to my nail artist, and she has like another nail artist. Like they both share the same room. And on her desk, the other nail artist desk, is a duck. And I gotta show this duck. Because I think it's so fucking... But I sent this to Dichotomy.
Oh my god. Please do.
But this duck... Oh no, stop. Open... Look at this! He's flipping the bird! It's a duck!
Oh
Duck
my
you!
god.
I can't. It's too good.
That is too good.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's so good. It's so good. Duck you. I saw this from the back, and I like didn't even process it, but I saw the feet, and I was like, oh my god, is that a duck? And then like, oh my god, it's a duck as a middle finger. I can't. It's amazing. It's so good. Also, recently, I've come into like multiple... Since moving into with Dylan, I've come into the possession of 3 separate rubber ducks.
Oh snap.
Yeah, it's just a wild thing.
That's more than 2.
It is. One I got as a gift, and it's a unicorn duck on a keychain. One I found on the ground outside of our apartment. I'm pretty sure somebody was like racing ducks down the like side of the road in the rain and just lost this one. And he's a dog duck. And then Dylan recently came home. I think it was Valentine's Day. Somebody was handing out ducks, and I got a ninja duck. And I had ducks before. I have like
that wins.
At my parents' house, like I have multiple rubber ducks, like a significant, not like a massive collection. Like I was never like really truly purposefully collecting, you know? But like collecting enough to like, yeah, I have rubber ducks, you know? They used to sit on the windowsill. I have to ask my mom if she still has them. Because I might have to take up a shelf and put them there. Honestly, my nutcrackers are still out. I just dusted them. So.
Oh, nice.
K and Missile. I don't know what the unicorn one is. Maybe there's a Ace Attorney unicorn character we'll find. Honestly, would not put it against it. They won't be a true unicorn, but it'll be like a little girl that's obsessed with unicorns, or somebody in a unicorn like costume. You know, the possibilities are endless. It's Ace Attorney after all.
Oh yes, a little something.
The MLP crossover. I did that. My Little Attorney. That was like one of our earliest jokes. Because we went, My Little Attorney. And then Mars also references...
That was really in the early days.
Oh yeah, and then Mars also brings it back around and references My Little Pony in Tangled Tower. So Detective Grimoire and Sally have pony sonas for the thumbnail.
It was just so fun. Like, how could you not enjoy that?
It's so funny. Pretty big project. Turnabout Storm.
Oh.
You mean like somebody's making a fan game?
That sounds pretty cool.
I'm trying to make sure that this isn't a joke I'm not getting. I don't think so. I think we're
But there's
good.
a pretty big project, Turnabout Storm, and a sequel to that as well.
Oh, a
Seemed pretty
video
legit.
series.
Ah.
What is I'm assuming it's Ace Attorney related based on the naming convention. So, but like, what is it like? They're telling a story in the Ace Attorney universe? Like, what are they doing?
Is it
So
a continuation? Is it happening at a certain moment in one of the games? Is it ignoring canon and doing its own thing? Like, I gotta know.
I'm just trying to know what the content is. You know,
I'm so curious.
I'm very curious. Oh, it's an isekai. Interesting.
An isekai.
Isekai into the Ace Attorney universe, or Ace Attorney characters
Or are
into
the Ace Attorney
some
characters
other
like
universe?
getting isekai'd into another place? Yeah.
Yeah. These are the
'Cause
questions.
that changes things. Which Ace Attorney character most likely to survive Attack on Titan?
Somehow, Phoenix. Just because he's fucking durable as
Somehow.
shit. Like nobody understands
Somehow.
why. The latter. That means the first one, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, isekai'd into the Ace Attorney
So that would be
universe.
them getting isekai'd somewhere else. No. Well, we're confused.
Ah.
Sorry.
It's the second one. Okay, so yes, Mars is correct. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
I need water.
I love how
Former is
we're
the
both like,
first,
oh
latter is the
yes,
last.
so,
oh,
so
that's good. That's
straightforward.
latter. Oh, that's a good way to remember it, Mason. Thank you. Maybe that'll stick. Oh.
And
It's
sometimes
okay.
you just need
It's
little
not
tricks.
okay.
It's okay.
I'm not okay. I mean, I
No,
am
you are
okay,
okay.
but my brain is sad.
You're more than okay.
Honestly, my brain is sad, and it's all my fault, and it's because I refuse to go to sleep at
What's your
a
brain
human time.
sad?
I refuse to go to
Oh,
sleep at a
well.
human time. Literally
I
the only
stayed up
problem.
late last night reading fan fiction because I was like, for some reason, and maybe this would be the rare pair. Maybe this is the rare
Oh,
pair I
gosh.
get called
Oh,
out
gosh.
for. I'm not even sure if it's rare pair. I think
Don't
it's
cancel
just
this.
sadly underrepresented. Dragon
Oh.
Quest 11, you got the protagonist and the best friend Eric, and the
I know
way
nothing
this
about
one
this.
author writes fan fictions for these two, I'm just like, yes, it's got the angst, it's got the hurt comfort, it's got the moments, it has references to actual canon events, but then goes off and does its own thing, but uses the canon events to complete its own storytelling. This is everything I could ever want in a fan fiction. Like, that's my type of writing, damn.
I have no idea who these characters are.
And it was a 10 chapter long fic, so I was like, ooh, okay, well, we here, we going.
I was just like, I
And
sacrificed.
now I just found a 67 chapter fic that she wrote. And
Oh,
I'm like,
goodness.
yeah, we're not starting that tonight. We're not starting that tonight. We're waiting till the weekend.
Yeah, give yourself a little health. Whew. I need you to be able to ace attorney on Friday.
Well, you may be in luck because I don't think my trip is happening.
Oh, snap.
I have been. So guys, I am off this week, but I do still have one kiddo that I see. So I've been doing that, and I've been able to get through the sessions okay. But as I'm driving home, like, my head just gets so fuzzy. It feels like it's filled with cotton, and I'm just like, there's no way I can drive for 3 hours like this.
Oh shit.
And being on a bus surrounded by other people and more germs. No, that doesn't sound ideal either. And there's a snowstorm coming on Thursday, so I'm like, I think I might have to scrap this until spring break.
Oh, that's interesting, Yashrak.
I'm sad, but such is life.
So it's like a playthrough of a
things
visual
don't
novel
work, we
was
bounce.
recorded. Yes.
Oh.
Well, I am sad.
That is interesting.
I won't deny that having a full Ace Attorney would be cool.
It would be cool. And doing it from the comfort of home would be even cooler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, Mars's plan was to Ace Attorney from is it her house or a hotel?
Her house.
Damn, her house. Her
Yeah.
friend's house.
And here was the other part of the plan. We were gonna go out to meet up with somebody. I'm not gonna say anything just in case, they're here and they're watching. Hi guys, if you are.
Oh snap! I didn't know.
They could be, possibly. I don't know.
They're aware,
But
and that's all that it takes.
they know this channel exists, and they've told me they
I'll
watch
stop
the shorts.
slandering
So-
them as much. Oh shit! They watch the shorts.
Yeah,
Well,
they watch
damn.
the shorts.
That's good shit.
That is good shit. We love real life support. It's great. But yeah, so we were supposed to go out somewhere, and the plan was going to be for me to take my car back and get into the house and set up. They'd still be out. I'd be at home doing stream.
Damn.
That was going to be the plan. My sinuses just are not letting up.
Okay.
And my mom and I literally took my temperature before hopping on stream tonight, and she was like, yeah, you were at 95 this morning, and now you're back at 100, kiddo. At 95, blah. 99.5.
Hold up.
So we were almost in the clear.
I've
now we're
gotta
back at 100.
completely, like change the topic, but I'm actually looking at. I couldn't zoom into the Edgeworth before, but Mars sent me the official post on their Instagram, and I'm zooming in on the Valentine's Day Edgeworth, and he has the little plushies in the bouquet. He has Old Bag himself, the Steel Samurai, and then there's a fourth plushie, and I'm 99% sure it's a fucking eggplant.
For real?
Yeah. I'm really certain. I can't. Oh my god. I don't know what else it could be. I'm gonna send it. Yeah, I'm gonna send it in the couch.
Oh my god.
I've just cropped it. Hold up. I think if somebody else is like, oh no, that's obviously like a reference to an Apollo Justice thing that I don't know yet. But like, hold the phone. Where's the fucking couch? Come hither. Discord? And okay. I shoved it in the couch, but I will show it on stream. That was mostly just to be able to send it to myself. I want to open it as big as possible.
Do it.
Okay. There is no way that you can tell me that this is not an eggplant. It's an eggplant.
That does look like an eggplant.
It's
That is an eggplant. Why is
It's
there an eggplant?
Edgeworth!
Why is there a fucking eggplant?
He's gay, it's confirmed! Why else would it be? He loves.
Also, is that a plushie of Wendy next to the plushie
it's
of him?
Old Bag Edgeworth Steel Samurai Eggplant.
Eggplant. One of these things
Right?
is not like the other.
Right! It's Spelunky.
And it's Old Bag.
I can't. That's insane. Yeah. That's on the official, like, Mars sent me the official Instagram post. Like, and I zoomed in. So it's not like I'm like,
This is
seeing an
on
edited
their
this
channel.
is the official image.
Hella
Nobody edited
post.
it. It's not like doubled, you know. Holy shit.
It's beautiful. We love this.
Wow.
How could we not love this?
That's insane. Why? Okay. All I'm gonna say, and this is important. This is important. When an artist makes art, all of it's intentional. Because it's like, especially like details, you know, like large enough as this, right? All of it's intentional. So why would you draw a droopy rose? Like, what is the purpose of this? You know? Why wouldn't you just draw a regular one? You know, it would fill it out nice, right? I don't know.
Choices were made.
Like this was intentional. That's all I'm saying. That's important when you like are analyzing things for like AI image generation. Artists make intentional strokes, okay? Even when people are like, oh, it's random. You're a human, okay? There's a brain pattern to it. You can't draw a whole thing without intention. So I'm just saying. I know it's the rose color. I know it's the bow color. But like, a rose wouldn't droop like that. If the bouquet, guys, okay. If the bouquet is coming like this, right? This is how the flowers are. They're in here. It wouldn't just... That's not how it would work. It would have to come, like, over more. You know? It couldn't be rivaled by Mulatto and Hotsun. Just because, like, I don't draw Phoenix for fun, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm just like, I don't have to draw anything. Like, I don't usually doodle Phoenix. There's a point. Versus like Mulatto and Hotsun are just like the defaults. Speaking of, I don't know if I should show it or not, but Paula Piroff, the animator behind those really great Ace Attorney animations that you all definitely know of, like Objection, Nah-uh, Fuck You Mean Nah-uh, and the like, you know, there's longer ones, but that's the short one, easy to reference.
So good.
I commissioned her to draw Hotsun, and I got the sketches today!
Guys, they look so good. They look incredible.
I'm so excited. It's so cool. It's
Holy
just rocking
shit.
the fucking apron, though. I need to send this to Dylan. Dylan needs to see this because, okay,
He really needs to.
I'm gonna spill a little beans, okay? I've made multiple
This
aprons.
is amazing.
And an apron that I made.
A apron?
Yeah.
It's a man apron. A
Well, no,
apron.
I gotta get. So an apron that I made is like lemons, and it has this look to it. So it has the ruffles on the like the sides, right? It has all
So
these
good.
ruffles, okay? And it's really great. And it's not pink; it's lemons, okay? And Dylan paints the Warhammer 40k models, and he was wearing shorts that he didn't want to get paint on, and he didn't want to change into his painting shorts, right? So he was like, Ori, like, what do I do? And I was like, I have an apron you can borrow, because that's what aprons are for. It's okay to get paint on it, even though I made it. And he's like the scent of fresh. Yes, the days of Dylan's. Oh, like obviously
It's
everyone
like,
looks good in
damn,
a suit.
They work out when
But
they're
it's
not
like,
in the court.
dude, Phoenix's legs, he rides a bike, could understand him
guy.
having like biker legs. But like, why are your arms so like Sakamoto days, you know?
Because all the best ones.
Yeah, that is very true.
Are
It would have looked
Sakamoto
so
days.
good too, pastry puff. Just the shirt, no
Oh.
jacket. It's for, I will say, it's 100% for like recognizability. I think.
Okay, I just saw the fan art you showed me on Tumblr. This like click art is beautiful. Holy shit.
And it's from Chitras. The Judas Kiss artist.
God, I need that story to come back. I need that webcomic to come back.
I know,
Please.
I need Ashley and Bullseye so bad. Maybe Edris is into rowing in his suit. No, that's at the point where we're like, it's literally just brand recognition. The only one who's in like a casual outfit is Larry. Again, Pearl and Maya, that's just like their normal everyday clothes. Not really a problem. Not really a concern. This is hilarious though. Because yeah, Soda Buddies,
that
just
jacket is just staple to him.
Yes,
you can't take it off.
Seriously. This is so
You can't
cute,
take it
though.
off at all.
I
He's
literally
trapped.
just watched. I literally was just editing our episode of Ace Attorney, where like Pearl is like, even though only Mystic Maya and I are on your side, Mr. Nick, we'll get through this. And then Phoenix is like, I guess I really don't have any friends. And we're like, he's trying to get Ezra to be his friend. Larry's there. Larry's around. Well, you know, we're like, we don't know where Larry is. We didn't know what Larry would become because this is game 2. So it's like, you know, whatever. And this just proves that. Look at all of his friends. He's got Maya and Pearl and Edris and Larry. And we're again saying before season 3, Larry.
He got Larry, not really.
He's got Larry at that point. That's in the normal Larry outfit. It's when he gets out of that outfit is when he's a bad.
I count Larry as that one guy you can't get rid of.
Allie, he gets Flanderized. It's not really like a spoiler. He gets Flanderized real bad, and it's sad.
He gets Flanderized bad, especially in the final case, and it's just
like he doesn't physically come to any harm, but his characterization goes
personality.
Yeah, his personality makes it really sad.
Sucks.
Yeah.
And it's very sad.
I think you'll see in the next case. Yeah, it does suck, Allie. Season 1
I think
Larry,
you're coming up on it, Allie.
Yeah, it'll be in the next. Also, you'll see one of our best characters is a form of harm. yeah. Just physically, not physical harm.
You aren't wrong, Estra. You aren't wrong.
When you ask, oh, what happened to Phoenix? I think of like getting punched by Red White, you know, nearly getting erased by the Mafia. You know, like these are the things I think of. When I think of what happened to Larry, it's like, he just died in my heart. And he'll never come back.
And I don't know if I miss him. I think I miss the potential.
I will say I kind of miss him in the specific sense of poor Phoenix needed friends, you know? And they took Larry from him in the sense of being any sort of decent friend. You know, Allie, mild spoilers relating to Larry specifically and no actual story spoilers for Game 3, just specifically Larry's characterization during Game 3. Proceed with your own personal desires. I'll put the spoiler thing up for that. So if you do turn your ears off, you can come back. But basically, as Season 1 Larry, he was a bumbling buffoon, but he was still a good friend. Okay? He gave the money back. He gave the money back. He was an idiot, but he gave it back. I think he just literally didn't know, right? He was down on his luck with the girls. He was all this sort of stuff, you know, et cetera, but he was just down on his luck. And it was sad, the phrase, you know, when something sinks, it's probably the butts. It was never really, like, his fault in the sense of, like, he didn't purposefully do the bad thing. He was just a goofball, you know, and, like, was kind of dumb.
He basically had the Murphy's Law effect. If something could go wrong, it would go wrong.
And
that
it did.
was Larry.
And he was a bumbling idiot around that, but he didn't, like, deserve it. You know what I'm saying? He was just a goofus. Like Gumshoe was a goofus. You know, Gumshoe's just a bit more lovable of a goofus than Larry was, but still, fine. They were friends, and it was fine. Season 3 Larry, and yes, I'm gonna call it seasons because it's easier in my brain to, like, do for whatever reason. Season 3 Larry, because I think of, like, Season 2 Joseph versus Season 3 Joseph. That's what my brain goes to. And, so Season 3 Larry is just no longer a good friend. You know, like, he's just a bad friend now. Like
he's very
flat out,
self-absorbed.
he's just a bad friend now. And that's what's upsetting about it. Is like, you know, he a lot more of the stuff is blatantly his fault and his negligence and his stupidity, and less like bad things happened near him or around him, right? Or to him.
And it's no longer something like you can just shrug off, you know? It's not like, oh, well, that happened because you were in wrong place at wrong time. It's like, no. You caused this.
Like, okay, season 1 Larry has the steel samurai balloon, tries to inflate it with, you know, a helium tank. An easy, while a dumb mistake, a possible mistake that I think multiple people could have made, okay? And then it was just
It's not unheard of.
It was just his bad luck that the whole Gordy shit happened at the same time, right? There's no control of that. That was just sheer fucking luck, right? Bad luck, but sheer fucking timing, okay? And then similarly, with him being near the lake, you know, on the lake looking for the Steel Samurai thing, listening to music, you know, we're like, oh, god damn it, Larry, you're listening to music on this stuff. But he gets it done, right? It's because of him that we win the thing, you know, he's still a good friend. While we're berating him, he's still like, Nick, I'm trying, you know, and it's like, and he is. And he gives the money back, you know, 9 years later, 15 years later, whatever it is, 15 years later, he realizes that that's what happened, because I think he just literally didn't put 2 and 2 together, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a dumb.
That's my headcanon, personally.
So now that he finally realizes what happened, he literally gives the money back, okay? Great, love it, Stan. Season 3 Larry. Literally, and mild spoilers for a thing that Larry does in the second case.
But we got the spoiler tag up. We got the plaque on the desk.
Game 3, case 2. Mild thing that happens. It's not a major plot point to the thing. It's more like a framing of the thing. Larry is a security guard that leaves his post willingly to go meet a girl, and thus doesn't see the shit that happens, and thus bad security-ing. What the fuck, Larry? That is different than being like, because
that's not that's not an accident. That was
what would have been better?
Choice.
You know what would have been better? He spilled his coffee. That's goofy, bumbling, shit. It could have happened to anybody. Maybe you should have been more careful, but it's not your willful ignorance, right? Versus...
It feels more in line with the when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Exactly.
Like, he's screwing up.
But him physically
but
up
he
and
means
leaving
well in his
to
heart.
go meet a girl
like,
while on the
vibe
clock is so much worse. So much worse. He could have just accidentally spilled coffee on the control system and the cameras went out, or the panel went out, right? That showed the cameras. Would have been great. But no. He had to go,
and that's not even
willfully leave his post to meet a girl.
What he does.
Well, we're not talking about that if Allie is
Bridge
still
to
listening.
Turnabout.
I don't want to talk about that one. I wanted to leave it a little vague. We're coming out of spoilers now. Spoiler, go away.
Because that's the main reason I hate Larry.
I'm just saying, you know. It is certainly... Well... I will say, while the framing of the flashback is that Larry and Edgeworth and Phoenix were all friends together, I never really felt it that way. I really more felt like it was like Phoenix was friends with Miles and Larry, you know, at the same time, and Miles just kind of tolerated Larry. You know, I never felt like Miles and Larry would have ever hung out without Phoenix.
They never had that full, like, camaraderie.
It very much felt like
I
Phoenix
never got
is
that
the
from
glue
them.
From that background story, you know?
Phoenix is the glue, but it was always him and Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even get Larry and Phoenix's college days.
That would have been hilarious, though. any Ace Attorney historian, that's what I'm calling all you Ace Attorney nerds in chat now. Any Ace Attorney historians, you got any knowledge of fanfics with Larry and Phoenix in college together? Cause that'd be fucking top tier, and they totally would have been.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I'm saying, Estrog. That's what I'm saying. We know that Larry is an artist. He made the thinker clock, you know?
Ooh. So them going to college together, even being in the same program?
Yeah.
Not too big a stretch.
You do not, but you could look. I mean, if you're game for a pastry puff, I'd love to see one. I think that'd be super fun. I want to see art school Larry and Phoenix together.
Please.
Yeah, no, exactly, Allie. Exactly. That's 100% how I feel about it. So any interaction with Edgeworth and Larry, I don't feel would be, like, buddy. Versus Phoenix in season 1, I definitely feel is like, you know, he's an idiot, but he's like my idiot, you know, the idiot's keeper sort of vibes, right? Which is hilarious knowing that where we got Allie. I can't spell either. It was legible, and that's all that matters. It's a legible...
There were enough vowels there that we could figure out it meant acquaintance.
Rage Paint would know, and I feel so bad because I think Rage Paint said she has like some dyslexia. I type so shit in her chat. I type so badly. I'm just trying to type fast.
To poor Rage?
I'm just trying to type fast, and I just want to get the ideas out. And
oh man.
You know what? We should see if Rage Paint wants to collab sometime. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I'm trying to think of what we would do. How do we combine the content?
I'm sure we could brainstorm something together.
Every time you hear Buddy, you think of that one. Oh, I don't know what it is. Yeah, no, literally, Allie. Dylan was praising my dinner from work.
Ah, nice.
I was replying.
What did you make?
I made. I think it's. I'm gonna look it up before I like say it on the internet for all time. I'm pretty sure
one of those dishes.
I am correct. It's inari sushi, which is
Ooh.
it's vinegared rice tucked inside a sweet and salty deep fried tofu pocket. I also made ground beef with
delicious.
seasoned with like mirin and soy sauce, and I added that as well. And then there's like the pack that I got from H Mart came with like it was like a whole kit. So it came with the vinegar and it came with the furikake to go on top. So Dylan had. I don't like furikake
nice.
because it has nori in it, and I really can't stand the taste of nori. It's very sad. I want to, I really do, but I can't do it. And yeah.
Silence notifications from the bar.
Just the bar. It keeps saying there's new. So Allie, are you on the computer or your phone? I can tell you either way.
Oh.
Ooh. Look at Mara. Ooh. Did you say you're cooking? No, you said these colors. I thought you said you were cooking. I mean, I'm vibing. I'm trying to see, do a little squint. I think that her collar, pauldron area, the like shoulder bits, and her collar need to be darker. They blend too much in with her hair. I think that's what I'm seeing. Is possibly the problem. Otherwise, I enjoy cool.
This is a very cool silhouette with the boots.
I think that's the only thing I would change. Phone. All right. I'm going to come to my phone. And I'm going to... What is happening here? Please don't do that. Okay. You're gonna
And there's
go to
definitely
the
a
bar,
way to turn off notifications.
and you're gonna hold down on it, okay? And a little thing will pop up, and you're gonna scroll, and it should say something like mute channel or like notification settings. And you go to mute channel, and you do until you turn it back on. And in notification settings, you can also change it to be that you get nothing, not mentions or anything as well. Yeah, that's how you do it.
It is very convenient.
Hello, Larson. Did you
Larson.
see the Goodberg? Yeah, right. He came out so good.
That was
No
the
problem,
good
Allie.
bird.
Allie, I consider myself marginally a Discord savant. A little bit. I have been in Discord long enough with enough desire to know how it works that I do know a fair amount
Ooh,
of Discord stuff.
Another posting couch. Let's go
Oh,
see.
goodness.
Let's go to the couch. You and he were buddies.
Oh my god, where's the... I'll have to watch it later. The videos. Ooh. I'm a mod in so many channels. I'm taking over the D&D space. In channels. In servers is the word that I wanted to say. This is the PD Fixer, Brad Fiend. Ooh, Brad Fiend relays it to... Okay. I could see that. I'm curious. I will say I'm curious exactly what the dynamic plays out in the Brat Fiend fix, because of, like we said, you know, they're both messes of young men at that point in their lives. They needed to hit. Honestly, I seriously am Allie. It's my goal. It's my plan. I'm infiltrating. But I will say I have vibed. I find that Phoenix and Edgeworth's like life experience shaping their character has been done very well. Like, I feel like Feeney is a 21.
Oh, yes.
I think he's 21. Like, I feel like he is a 21-year-old college student,
feels
right?
like a
he feels like that.
21-year-old.
But also, Edgeworth also feels like a 21-year-old, like, prodigy, right? Like, he feels like that. And while Edgeworth is still smug when we meet him when he's, like, 24 or whatever, he's a different kind of smug. He's different. He's different. Phoenix feels like, again, sort of, he's just on the verge of figuring out his life, and then it all fucking falls apart because, like, Mia dies, you know, right? And it's like, ah, shit, you know?
He was so close.
He was finally getting there. So close. So I'm very curious to see, like, older Phoenix and Edgeworth, because there's, like, a time jump, right? Is there a time jump between investigations and
Curious how we end up with
Apollo?
Phoenix.
It's depression. I mean, look at it.
No, it's definitely depression, but what leads to the depression?
I mean, we've slowly
That's the question.
We've been leading to the depression. I mean, Phoenix is existing. It's a long skip. Oh, how long?
Oh, that's... How long are we talking?
So he hits, is it like 4 years? Does he hit 30 at the start of Apollo Justice?
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Wow, and to think I was growing up with Phoenix.
Not anymore.
No, things change. Yeah, no, I felt it.
He's gonna leap ahead of us.
Phoenix age for so long. We're gonna be like afloat in the middle of no one our age because Apollo's a fucking child.
Yeah.
He's like 16 or some shit.
We're just gonna be hanging out in the middle.
Child.
God damn, I don't know how to feel about this.
Oh, I thought he was only just 30, and I was like, all right, we're still like within the timeline. Like by the time we finish, like Spirit of Justice. Oh, really? I thought he was younger than that. Okay.
He gives off the vibe
Gives
that
off
he's
being
younger than
way
that.
younger than that.
See,
I don't
even
know what
Allie
he
is surprised.
is Allie. I could have sworn he was younger than that. Paul's like 21. Damn.
That's nuts.
Well, to my understanding, investigations happens basically like right after Trials and Tribulations. I don't think there's a lot of time in between that. Okay. He's older than I thought he was. I could have sworn he was younger. Maybe I'm just insane. Cause he's so small! He's so small.
He's very tiny,
so
and
small.
he's very inexperienced.
Yeah, it's the look. It's okay. I will say it is a combination of he looks like a very younger version of Phoenix, right? I will say I will be curious as to how he acts, right? Because that's a big.
That's what I
that's
want
a
to see. I want
big
to see his
proponent of it.
personality.
Because I don't know really
Because
how
if
he
his
acts.
personality is a certain way, I'll be like, okay, I
If
can
he
believe he's
feels
20
older,
something.
yeah, if he feels older, then that's fine. He's 22.
But if
all
he's
right.
not, then it's like.
But then it's like, this
get
is
back in
why.
there, child.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. No, I'm not upset about his height at all. I really like his design. I'm very excited to be able to have like a little vest, like as my like avatar. I'm very excited.
Oh,
I'm
it's gonna
also
look so
excited
cool.
to voice him and try to
I'm
make
very
him
excited for
not
Athena.
Phoenix. Well, that's gonna be a bit. That's like game 5 or something. Like you're later. You gotta wait.
Does it really take her that long to show
Yeah,
up?
she's not in Apollo Justice, if I remember correctly at all.
Shit!
Yeah. If I'm pretty sure they said she's
Like
not in
crap,
Apollo.
who am
at
I
all.
gonna be?
You're gonna be Trucy, man. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be Trucy. Don't even. Be happy. You gotta be the weird girl sidekick, okay?
Ori's typecast me, you guys.
You have been. No. Seriously though,
Like,
I'm.
no, wait, I have been typecast as the weird girl sidekick. Shit.
I'm typecast as the fucking defense attorney with depression, trauma, and trying to get their life together.
What if I want to be the attorney who has depression trauma trying to get my life together?
You are! His name is Eddie Fender.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You got your moment.
Hey, I'm Eddie Fender here.
You're also all the phase, like the main phase, though.
That's true. Except Misty. I don't think I got Misty. I think you got
Dylan
Misty.
got Misty.
Oh, Dylan got Misty. That's right.
Yeah. Because we... But, no, you're Pearl, Mia, Maya. And then...
Dylan is typecasted as goofballs and edgelords.
Yeah, goofballs and edgelords. Also, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, Dylan has a very wide range of voices. Okay, so the reason that Dylan got Eni S-Drug, and you watched the video so you know, is literally because he was not getting to say anything. And Dylan is a person
Poor
while
guy.
he enjoys the game, and I will, so there's two things. One, while Dylan enjoys Ace Attorney, he certainly much more enjoys being able to voice act. When there's a character that he doesn't speak for a very, very long time,
He likes being able to
he's
do
kind of
things.
sad. He's kind of sad.
What a
Right?
concept.
And he stopped paying attention. And I will, on top of that, it was also before we had like a really reunion and turnabout was when like the chat started to pop off a little more, but it wasn't until like Big Top Turnabout where really what like I feel like the vibe we have today really started with like the level of chat interaction. So there was a lot more of like we were just playing the game, and you know we had some people, some OGs, but definitely not the level that we have today. And so he was definitely like he wasn't performing as much for people yet. He didn't know that people were, like, it didn't feel like people were watching it. Now, guys, because of y'all, because of chat, Dylan actually misses Ace Attorney. Dylan actually wants to play Ace Attorney. And it's all because of you. He likes stream because of you. He does it for
loves
me.
interacting with you guys.
He does it for me because he loves me, but he likes it because of y'all. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. There's the power of chat.
Yeah, you guys hold lots of power over the Dylan. Honestly, the second that, like, y'all proved, ooh.
The second you all approved of Mo
and his puns and Dylan making puns,
was off.
he was like, I have been confirmed to be the thing. I like that a lot more.
He was like,
Allie.
my calling.
Yeah. It frames
my
a lot
one
better,
true
Allie.
calling.
Ooh, and you made the inner shirt. Yeah. I'm feeling it. Yeah. It separates a lot more from the hair. Everything was just too much the same, like, tone before when it was later.
Let me see.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot better now. The real Ace Attorney was the chat along the way. Seriously.
Yeah, no, this darker color definitely helps.
Oh, yeah. So a good trick, Allie.
And it also helps draw your eye from top to bottom.
And that's what you want. You want the flow.
Absolutely.
What was I saying?
Very stunning.
Oh, for any visual artists in chat, but I'm specifically talking to Allie right now because we were talking about color. A good way to, like, see how your, like, piece looks overall is to, like, unfocus your eyes, right? So you know how you can, like, blur your vision manually? You can, like, see, like, what stands out and what doesn't. So when you look at the first one with the lighter pollen, it's like, oh, I kind of lose that shape of that. When I blur my eyes, it's like gone. I don't see anything, like, I lose that shape there. But when you see the darker one that you just posted and you blur your eyes, it's like, oh, I still have that shape to it. It's still present. And that's very good. You love getting cross-eyed. Yeah, that's what you do. I don't know if it's technically cross-eyed. I think you're, like, flexing a muscle in your eye, and it's unfocusing.
I think so. Oh, I just tried it and my sinuses did not like that.
I'm glad, Estra. Oh, no.
Ouchie.
I don't know where the muscle is located, Mars, I will say. But there's a reason it's ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they're all kind of related, you know? It's all up there.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I know. I know all about the ENT. Thank you very much.
You would know, wouldn't you?
I do know, in fact. Taking off your glasses might not give you the exact same.
It depends on
there's
how
definitely a difference.
It depends on how bad your vision is at the distance you're looking at it at. I'm looking at it without my glasses right now, and it does provide the same effect, but I'm looking at it past my arm's length in distance away from my face, and my vision is medium. I don't know how to describe it. My vision isn't that bad. I totally could navigate the world if I really, really, really fucking had to, but I definitely couldn't read, like, road signs. But I could see the, like, shape enough to know where the fuck I was going. I'm not that blind.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
Cannot relate.
I could certainly function in human society without glasses. The glasses just make it much easier to do so. Dylan's about the same. Yeah, I don't know what the number is.
God, I don't even remember the last time I asked for the number.
I just kind of let the doctor just, like, we got it, and now it's time for new glasses.
They're like,
yeah,
we know. I'm like, great.
Cool. Order these frames.
Keep track of that.
Order these frames.
Just order the cute frames. That's all I need.
Nah. It's super cool to have this little community I was thinking about VTuber debut stuff for my tree tuber when that happens. I hope that it'll go fast after the head turn's done. I hope the rest of the model goes fast like the beginning. I really, really hope so. I don't think anything's gonna be nearly as hard, and honestly, if the body starts giving me trouble, I'm just gonna not do it because I'm never gonna need the full body. I'm never gonna be using it. Yeah, exactly, Allie. It's good. I'm using that. Because we're finding the niche.
And guys, we got past the head wiggle, the head turn.
Well, not fully yet. We're still doing the hair. But it actually looks like a thing.
It does look like a thing. How cool is that?
So cool. So flippin' cool. Yep. Did you see what I just did, guys? I'm drawing all that shit. I can't even see it. Is it gonna stop me? No.
God damn.
It's not gonna stop me. And the reason it's not gonna stop me is because I know that this will be viewed at multiple sizes. Not this zoomed in necessarily, but also not necessarily not. So I would rather it have the functionality than not.
But if it's drawn once, you can reuse it over and over and over.
Ah, shit.
And that's the kind of shortcut we love to see around here.
Yeah. I'm very not excited for port, is all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry, Ori.
It's okay. See, this is... Guys, y'all are joking about the pirate thing.
We literally had to go to port.
Any comic would have made me be, oh no, I don't want to have to draw blah or blah. It's bad. If I'm being honest, so before Outcast, I hated drawing all backgrounds all the time. And I will say, I am still not a background
now Ori only
artist.
Hates drawing some backgrounds.
Well, I am definitely not a background artist. I'm not somebody that will go out of my way to, like, do backgrounds as, like, a fun thing. However...
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'd rather draw horses than, boats. And so, but the big thing that I realized about myself is that I prefer drawing natural backgrounds because there's less technical shit that you can mess up on with, like, perspective, because you literally, like, y'all, I'm an arborist and it is still difficult to identify a tree from, like, different angles as the same tree. Like, it's just tough. There's a lot of shit going on. So, like, you know, I ain't expecting y'all to, so who the fuck cares? And that's how I went about doing the Outcast. I've literally reused the same bushes a lot, and it doesn't really matter because you ain't gonna notice. They're blurred, and they're all that sort of stuff. You can't draw a horse normal now?
And that's the shortcut
you had a My Little Pony phase, and you can't draw a horse normal now. Okay. You can, Allie. I believe in you. I don't think you're making a cowboy-related comic, though. Unless you are, and it's like futuristic
you might
cowboy.
want horses, and that's okay.
But I believe in you, Allie. It's all with reference. Without reference, Avrit starts to look like Phoenix, apparently, now. But with reference, he still looks like Avrit.
It's true. We have proof of that.
It just bugs you. Yeah. But, no, I get it. I get it, Allie. I think, yeah, no matter what, there was always going to be a thing where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to have to draw this background because it sucks and it's tough. And, you know, and it's like, oh God, please don't make me do that. But here we are. And I need to look at my own reference again. Just trying to make it at minimum a little bit cohesive. So this would be at this level. Who wants to draw? Hands up. Who wants to draw? Nobody has their hands
Who
up.
wants to draw? Nobody.
I think it's definitely, you know, with anything, you're always going to have stuff that you don't want to draw. But depending on the story you're telling, you know, you might want that thing. Like, I love nature and natural backgrounds and pirates and all this sort of stuff, but I do not like to draw that stuff. Overall, it takes a long time, and I've done a lot of growth in that regard, like because of Outcast, because of forcing myself to draw, right? So I really want to encourage that, like, the doing it is the really important part, you know? And you will get better, even if it's not enjoyable. It will be tolerable. Like, doing Outcast backgrounds has definitely got to a point where, like, I've also accepted that I have to do it the hard way. And what I mean by that is what I'm doing right now. A more efficient artist would have made an art style, and I tried, that made it so the backgrounds didn't have to be as detailed. But no matter what I did, trying to draw with a more lineless-y style just really, really made me hate the art process. And that's why I don't draw lineless art or painterly art. Not having the lines is like a big detriment to my enjoyment of the art process. And I think that's one of the most important things as an artist. You should like the finished product, but if you hate getting there, then I don't think it's really for you. You know, there's been a lot of talk, there's been a lot of stuff coming out recently about, like, large art YouTube content creators being, I guess, for lack of a better term, exposed for using AI generation these days and being on board with AI image generation. And it's really saddening and disappointing because you feel like, wow, this is like, you're an artist. Like, one, you have the skill to do this yourself. Why do you have to use this tool? And two, like, you're an artist. You should be on the side of artists, right? Like, you should be, you know, against this, like, morally, you know, just overall. Why are you like this? And what seems to really be the factor is that the people who, while artists, just never actually really liked drawing. It comes out that this person didn't want to be an artist. They wanted to be, you know, whatever else. And they were just good at art. And they didn't get to do their dream. So they just sort of fell back on art because it made money. And, you know, and I feel like it's very sad as a creative process to be in a creative field where you... That's true, Estrop.
To spend so long honing that talent and then give it up for something easier. Now, it's not saying, like, don't use a shortcut if it helps you, but, like,
I think that
that's
the big part...
throwing away your craft.
Yeah. And I totally see what you're saying, Estrop, but it wasn't that. You know, it definitely... the person I'm talking about is Raw Straws. And... it definitely came out that it was not because of algorithm-related stuff. He's very successful. He doesn't need to post all the time. You know, he was doing fine. It was just that, yeah, no, I know. And it was just that, like, he really didn't like the art process. Like, you can really tell, you know, and how he talks and what has come out about him is that he really doesn't like art. He likes money, and he was just good enough at art, like at a fast enough pace that he was able to make, and he was successful, you know, because he was like one of the early ones, that he was able to make the money, and thus he kept doing it. But it's one of those things, no, very, very disappointing. And it's one of those things where it's like another sort of newer artist content creator I follow. There's two of them. I think her name is Pcat is the one I'm referring to. There's like two recent ones that I've like come to like, and they have like similar vibes in like, I've both found them through YouTube shorts. So it's like,
Oh, wow.
My like brain has like melded them together. And I'm like, I know you're not the same person, but I need to remember who's who. I'm pretty sure that the creator I'm talking about is called PCAT. And she talks about how it's like AI will never replace, you know, art fully because like me, I think a lot, and she, you know, she's referring to herself, like me, I think a lot of artists like the process, you know, and I totally agree. And I think if you like art, right, if it's something you've enjoyed and you want to do, and you find yourself hating the process, I think you need to reevaluate what art you're making and how you're making it and why, right? I know another art content
Definitely
creator,
the why.
Duchess Celestia was talking about how like as she's grown and like made YouTuber job, she's unable to like she sort of let me back up. Less about the YouTube the job thing, but more like she had a very like iconic art style with like bold color and very like hard, you know, cell shading. And while the art was technically, you know, on the technical side, like on anatomy and things, on a more amateur level, people still enjoyed it more than her more recent art, because in her strive for growth in like improving the like acumen of her art, she sort of shied away, she moved away from that like cartoonish, you know, cell shading and style, because in her head she had this sort of idea that like those very beautiful painterly-esque, you know, artists with those art styles are inherently better, like it's a better art style, like just sort of like subconsciously, that in trying to get technically better at art, she lost the things that made it hers and made it what she wanted to draw. And it was like,
It's a real shame.
really wild, you know, to like think about. And I think that that's a very important thing to think about. You should be making art because you like to make art. And I know that that's tough when like it's your full-time job or something. I totally understand that you're going to make art you don't want to. I'm making a comic that I love with all my heart. I am making art that I don't want to. If I had a choice, I would not be drawing this fucking boat. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be doing it. But I am still honestly having a pretty decent time sitting here and doing it. It's working. It's happening. I'm getting through it. If I was to draw this boat as I had attempted to draw backgrounds in Outcast before with like lineless styles, I was so unhappy doing that. I hated doing that. Every moment was like agonizing, forcing myself to do that. I'm pretty chill right now, where like I said, I would rather not have to do this. Like I'm going, you know, this is how my brain works. The lines make it good for me, I guess, for lack of a better term. And so I think that it's important, while a lineless style is something I look up to, I see beautiful background art that I love that would be epic to be able to do, but I know in my heart that every time I've tried, I've hated the process. Even if the result is good. I drew, oh, I'm sorry, Mason, take some ibuprofen, drink some water. I need to drink some water too.
It's okay, Mason, you and I are in the same boat. Let's set sail.
Ace was like, you thought of me. And then, yeah, it's crazy. Pastry puff people are like that, and it's like nobody's forcing you to do shit. I'm sorry that you found
also
community.
Like in that case, they were just offering, hey, what about this option?
Yeah, and also like,
hey, what about this possibility?
You can become not Ace at any time. Like you can stop labeling yourself Ace at any time. Nobody is going to stop you. You know, like it's not even something you're like putting on your ID card or some shit. You know, like you can stop at any time. Makes no sense.
Ooh, more trivia. Oh, gotta give 5 minutes.
Exactly, Estruck. Exactly. No, if it's something that you enjoyed and you're not liking it, you gotta reevaluate. And I'm talking about art in an incredibly general term. If you are doing something creative that is writing is an art. You know, video editing isn't, like, if you are the one editing the videos, making the decisions, that is an art to it, right? Like, if, like there's artistic
Absolutely.
expression in doing that, you know? And if you're, like I gotta tell you, I am not somebody that sits here and goes, oh, I love editing the Ace Attorney videos. I come home wishing to edit the Ace Attorney videos. I don't. Unlike I come home being like, fuck, I want to draw, you know, like, god damn, I'm so sad I haven't drawn all day. Like, I am an artist all deep down at heart. Not drawing is actively upsetting to me. And shit. And that is why it is so important that I like the process. And, but I edit the Ace Attorney videos to a level that is worth it for me, if that makes sense. Like, adding in the thumbnails was something I wanted to do. And, not the thumbnails. Adding in the open captions was something that I wanted to do. And while I will say it is tedious and time-consuming, I am not wishing for death. And I've gotten to a point where I've changed, like, the flow of everything. And, of course, Zilla edits, you know, about half of the subtitles as well. Open captions, the word is open captions. Open captions as well. You know, I've made it so it's easier. But, like, I will say, the amount of effort that I put into each video does vary on how I'm feeling. It is important to me to get the 2 videos out every week, but I will say, sometimes I put in every little, does the little, you know, thing tilt, every little whatever.
And the mini, a little
and then
jump
other times,
or music or meme.
And then other times I go,
more straightforward.
I'm not feeling it, and this one wasn't that important, skip. You know, and I'll not do it. And I think that, and that's perfectly fine, because, like I said, I'm not doing it for anybody really but me. And if I'm supposed to, you know, keep doing it, I better fucking enjoy the process to an extent. You know, it should not solely be about the end goal. The end goal can be your biggest motivation, but you shouldn't hate every minute to get there. And to back to the art thing, when I first got the iPad, I was really struggling, I was really fighting to try and figure out how I wanted to draw on it, because I originally mainly got it with the intent of mostly just sketches, and that is still what I mostly do, just sketches. I'm not confident enough in the program. I find the program rather clunky, to be honest. Just the whole interface. I don't think it's necessarily, you know, it doesn't have the same tools that I have, you know, that I'm used to in CSP. And while I am slowly figuring it out and have gotten to a point where, like, I can make art that I like fully to the end, that I enjoy in it, it is still definitely a larger fight than it would be in, you know, Clip Studio. Like, there's definitely a level of struggle to it. But very early on, I attempted, because I didn't have all the tools, you know, the same kind of tools, to do a, like, lineless coloring. And while the piece I am rather proud of, it came out very good, I hated every goddamn moment of it. Every moment. Despise. Hate. Thus, will never do it again. And that's, you just gotta learn that sometimes, you know?
There you go.
It's just how it be.
It's a live and learn moment.
Exactly. It's just how it's gotta happen sometimes. You gotta figure out. I was watching, you know, I was watching some more, like, how to VTube content, even though I'm not gonna VTube like normal VTubers do when I when Cersei is finished, because I literally don't think I'm ever gonna stream except for the debut, if that. Still undecided. The plan is not to really stream with her, you know, it's just for the video purposes, so very not VTuber-y already. I was, like, watching, you know, VTube stuff, right? Live and learn, exactly. Sonic knew what was up.
Indeed.
And it's, you know, there's a lot of talk about, like, finding, like streaming and finding out, like, what you what your like streaming vibe is, right? And so there was a lot of talk about like, oh, like VTuber debuts are constantly pretty clunky, and oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry, Sarah. The spoilers didn't happen, and
Oh.
you didn't fix them fast enough.
Oh no. Oh.
Alright. She fixed it. That's fine. Why did I look there? Don't do that. I was too curious. Oh, look at this stuff! Look at its color!
I'm taking a random shot in the dark.
Kai, the scary movie. Oh, this is a vibe.
I got it wrong.
This is
Oh, well.
Hudson and Ferrick's vibes. Hella. Oh my god, they're great.
It really does, doesn't it?
I'm so sorry, I don't remember the other character's name. What is her name, Allie? I'm so sorry. I can only recall Kai's name. No, it's so good. And they're wearing matching pajama pants. That's beautiful.
I love it.
It's so good.
It's got that sibling energy.
It does have the sibling energy. It has the sibling energy of like, it's my turn to choose the movie. And it's like, okay, but nothing too scary. Sure. Right? Sure. Scarlet.
Knowing
okay.
smile.
Scarlet. I'll try to remember. Got Scarlet. I was on a
this is
tangent
definitely Hudson and
about Love
Ferris.
Learned. Yay! Then you've succeeded, Allie. You've done it.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain died. What was I talking about before I got distracted by fun character art?
We were talking about art and doing things you liked. You talked a little bit about Cersei. And
and it was like how VTuber debuts go, like most people like are like, oh, you have to watch the VTuber after they debut because they're always like nervous on their first debut or whatever, because it's like this is your first time streaming a lot of the day. They weren't right. I know it. They weren't right, but I wanted it so bad.
It didn't work for the military, Ori. I'm sorry.
Well, it made sense.
So chat. You think I've never vetoed anything from Ori? That is one thing I have vetoed. The military waiters.
Look at these. These are hip waiters. Her boots are fine. Yeah. Oh, we want to see the Avrit early designs. Avrit had the most design passes.
Let's do it. Avrit was so hard to nail down design-wise.
He had to be very specific. So for the only two military ones that have come together are Perry and
It was very specific, but it also, because he's part of the military, it couldn't only just work for him.
Yeah.
It had to work for everybody else too. And that was really
very
tricky.
Easily. All other but Onyx, Andy, and Avrit, real tough. Damn, we have so many fucking A names. A names are just good.
We do.
A names are just good.
We gotta pick some other damn names.
We have. I constantly do. And then they all come back. Fuck. And there's Axis. Jesus Christ. They're just good.
Axis.
They're just good. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Well, that one aligns with his genus, so...
Yeah, I know. And Andy is for andesite. Avrit's the only one that technically only has like a meaning behind it. Jesus Christ. You got Ferrix the assless chaps? No, but I did draw his legs at one time where he was just very, very open. What was he doing? We were looking at reference for...
We were showing Avrit's multiple design phases.
Yes, main cast. Avrit.
This is what we went through, guys. This is what we had to pick and choose from.
So I really wanted... So guys, okay. For those who don't know, Everett is part of the military, which is 99% like a naval force because of the world of Outcast is very islands and, you know, water, if you didn't realize that already. I don't think that's a spoiler. So I thought that having waders would be super cool because it would keep them dry when they were in the water a lot of time. And so I had a lot of ideas, as you could see here, of trying to give him waders or high boots. And I agree. I accept. They didn't work. Okay? I wanted them. I really did. But kill your darlings. And as you can see, so I was also testing out like military.
We had to kill a lot of
pants.
Darlings.
So this was just a bunch of combinations.
Many darlings.
This is basically I drew a bunch of boots, and then I drew a bunch of tops, and it was like each top with all the types of boots to try and combine. And,
no darlings were harmed in the making of this Everett.
And so the one that ended up in the end was this one. This is his final form. You can see there.
Yeah, there's his final
Well,
form.
he might get a slight... Well, he actually was these boots with this pants, but, you know, but this top. He might get a mild rework when we make his final update, because this is from 2021.
All I know is I had to downvote the waders and I had to downvote the shoulder pads.
Okay, you can't...
It wasn't happening.
Reference sheet. That's what it was. And then, we have 2022, because I made paper doll Milano. So again, he's gotten older. He's getting older. Child, teen.
He's aging up.
You know,
good night,
younger
Mason.
than he should be. Good night, Mason.
Thanks for joining.
Definitely like, you know, 18, whatever. Okay, you know, like he's up there. But then, last but certainly not fucking least, we get actual Milano. This is an adult now. This is, you know, it's just the way the news goes. It's the way the news goes.
I think we gotta show off Hotson now, because he was a child.
It was so wild.
Like, I don't think Sinnet, Ferrix, and Aster ever had this issue, because they were drawn a little bit later.
What things are you seeing? Think these things. What things, Esdruk? I don't see any other messages from you. What things are you thinking?
I see.
10, 17, 20, 25. Yeah, vibe, pastry pup. And this is what we wanted. That's what I finally got it right in 2024 after 4 years of arting. Finally got it right. All right, we'll do Hotson. Hotson doesn't go so much.
They finally look of age.
From child. I finally got, like, you know, at a point where you could really easily put the idea onto paper. You know, it just takes a while. Okay, I don't... Okay. I don't have the very, very, very original Hotson concept art, but I do have a pretty early Hotson. This is Hotson. Is this from 2020? Okay, this is, so I don't have anything from 2020. What I do have is, so we have Hotson's 2021. Okay, he's fine. He's there. He's a person. Okay. I think Hotson changed less than Milano overall in age. I don't think he was that bad. We'll see. Then this is 2022. Yeah, honestly, pretty... The hair, you know...
It's not crazy.
Filed out, but honestly not bad. And then, of course, we have...
I think his hair got a little puffier.
2024. Where this is an adult now, though. You know, this is like... college. This is like I graduated. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Well, the original first chapter pre-redraw. Okay, we can do that one. That works.
We're strolling down memory lane in this last half hour. My God.
this? Okay. This is it. Let's see. Okay, here's young Hudson. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
That's a child. Who is this
one.
baby?
Look at him. Look at him. He's so small.
Who gave this child a boat?
He's so small. He's so small.
Man.
That's a man. Look at him. He filled out.
That one does look like a man. He came into his own. But the fun thing is, we'll actually have flashbacks showing kid versions of the characters. So they gotta look like adults now, otherwise the flashbacks won't make any sense.
I can explain it as Struck to a certain extent of why you would think that, why the vibe happens. There's a couple things that involve, and yeah, they're all anatomy wise. They're also all proportioned wise. And it's the reason why we associate with like chibi characters with like being much more childlike. I'm trying to find a good one where it has like a good amount of his body. Okay, this one's decent. The size of his head to like his shoulders and just the general size of his body, I know he's scrunched up here, his head is a lot bigger than here, where his head is like, he's got broader shoulders now. That's a big one, okay? That's a very main one there. You can see, you know, here, look at his head to his shoulders, right? Vibe-wise, he's definitely just broadened out. Yeah, the head and the eyes is a really big one. It's how much scrunched, I guess the math is on the face. The best way to really show it is to show the actual Kid Milano that I did.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just need to find it. Doodle. Bless you. No, it's just a lot of bless you. Just a lot of shirtless, Milano. That's not where it belongs. I thought you were. No. Is it here? I don't think it's here. Where are you? I saw your fucking thing, and now I forgot. That's where I want it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Banda you. None of you are little Milano. Nope, that's not what I want. Ah, you have more things. Animal Crossing. No, I want Milano. Barracks. Milano. Why is nothing where I want it to be? Okay. Gonna try one more thing. There is an Animal Crossing AU. A lot of stuff is on the Ko-fi. There's lots of extra doodles on the lowest Ko-fi tier. There's a ton of extra doodles and AUs and stuff. There's also some more spicy stuff. Literally nothing explicit. I can't. I'm ace. We like vibe. But there's like ship stuff and you know, all the things. Nothing is explicit, and that's at the highest tier of the Ko-fi. Now let me give the finding. You must be 18 plus for that level of the Ko-fi. I think it has a thing. Does it? Yes, that's the Ko-fi.
Nice. That's what we like to see. Plorp.
Yeah. So much. I draw Milano so much. Okay. He's my favorite boy.
I don't think
let
that's a
anything-
bad thing.
It's not. He's my favorite boy. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But don't tell the others. Okay. I'm just gonna literally have to open the thing because I can't find it anywhere else. So it's gonna play probably. Hopefully I can pause it. Don't stop. Okay. So this is canon, guys. This is canon baby Milano. This is very small child Milano. I love him. We stan. Oh, we can't see it. Hold on. Can we see it now? Yes. All right. This is baby Milano. This is canon baby Milano, guys. Technically, you'd probably be wearing a different shirt, but, you know, close enough. Proportion-wise and everything, hairstyle, all that sort of stuff. So, as you can see, his head is very large compared to the rest of his body. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
Proportions-wise,
His
it's entirely
face,
different.
His eyes are very large compared to his head. His head is very shortened. I'm gesturing with my hands like you can see it on the screen. His head is very shortened. And thus his whole face is kind of squished down. I want to see, can I manage to get them both on screen at once? Maybe. I don't have baby Hotson. But I do have regular Milano. Main comic. I mean, honestly, I don't... We can do a side-by-side, but technically I don't need to, because he gets older in this. So, in this, he's older. So his face goes much more angular. His head-to-body ratio is significantly smaller. Now, when you actually think about it... funny mid-frames. As, like, the head you have as a child is roughly the same size as the head you have as an adult. Okay, there is a level of fluctuation, you know, obviously, like, a baby's head is not the same size as an adult head, but, like, it's a small amount of fluctuation. The rest of your body is what grows. There's also a thing, babies' hands can't touch over the top of their head. If you raise a baby's arms up, their arms are too short and cannot touch on top of their head. Versus you as an adult can reach over your head and have significant amount of space between the end of your arms and your head. So it is all a proportions thing. But it's also a roundness of the face. You know, when you get older is when your angles come
Massive
out.
eyes.
Oh yeah, no, seriously, Allie, seriously. Don't draw babies as small people, okay? They are literally way different shapes. Yeah.
What was that one anime we watched that literally
Spy X
had
Family.
a baby?
Spy X Family.
It was Spy X Family.
And the baby was just a man.
Because we were looking at that and we were like, that baby is a man.
Yeah.
Like, that just looks wrong. I wonder if I could find a picture of it.
Right, Enthuse? It's
Let me
pretty,
see.
it's pretty rough.
Baby
but
from-
children, but yeah, so they're rounder. Their faces are more squished. You can see, like, the size of his eyes to his head ratio shrinks as he's older. You know, I also, this is just a thing I did stylistically. His eyes are just in general rounder.
I found a really good picture of it.
Okay, right. His eyes are just rounded more than adult Milano. Yeah, that is a good frame. So these are the big things to sort of see the differences. And that is definitely why earlier drawings of the crew, when I had a much looser grasp on anatomy, were so young looking.
Right. Ori, I'm sending these pictures to you on Discord.
Nice. Guys, I think I've cracked the thumbnail code!
So bad.
Allie, please cross-post this in fan art. I love this so much.
Ooh.
Please cross-post that the little me in fan art. Please, please, please.
Poor Dylan.
Yeah, poor Dylan. Oh my god, it's so.
This is
so real
amazing,
and really
Allie.
cute. I love it. Please add it to fan art so I can look at it all the time.
All right, Ori, show
Okay.
off the very scary baby.
So this is the baby.
The man baby.
He's just a man. Like it's just a man.
They
It's
did
not
make the
right.
head bigger.
They did make the
but
head
they
big.
stuck it on an adult body.
The body is just a shrunken adult body, right? So yes, the hands can't reach over the head because the head is big, but the rest of the body proportions are not correct. Let's look at
Like this-
actual children.
This is supposed to be a toddler.
Baby. Okay, we don't want that young. We want like a toddler. Toddler.
It does, Estra. It really does. So it's like it's a child's head on an adult body that's just been like shrunken down.
So it's like you have that, and then you have this. It's a different. The torso is too long. The head is too big. We've gotten past the point. He has no shoulders. See, this baby still has shoulders. But when you measure, so okay, look at this. When you measure,
Let's break out the rulers.
when you measure like, and I don't do this, like I eyeball this every time, but this is the rule that you think about it. You have a head, okay, and it's the amount of times, and usually you do the full head, so, you know, to chin, right? So this is the toddler. And the amount of heads that a thing is important to the proportions. So
See,
this
that's
toddler,
a big thing too, Allie, is that toddlers and babies in general have a lot of baby fat on
Yes.
them to cushion, to protect.
exactly.
Like you gotta have
He
that
was so
chub.
skinny. He
He's
was
such a
so
skinny-
sticky. This
I was like,
baby
it was malnourished.
is 4.5 heads tall. Your average human, like adult, is like 6 or 7 heads tall. Okay? And that's proportional, right? So this same head is the head of an adult, pretend, whoops, that is, 6 heads tall. It could be the same, sized head. And then there's like certain math this way and the other way. But like usually it's like, okay, it's the arm, your wrist is at like your crotch, and like your elbow, is like mid, and your leg. This is important. So the baby's hip is like here, this toddler, and his knee is here. You're,
Now
as
remember,
an
babies
adult,
do not have defined grown adult hips.
yes, they're really
They're
square.
very different.
They're really square, guys. Super square. They're not snatched. They're really square. Okay? Very, very square. And they don't even have like calf muscles. Like you can even see in this person like this sort of look. The baby is like chunk.
It looks very stumpy.
They're chunks. Okay? Very important. So
And
square.
that's the idea.
So square. They have no curves. They have no angles. Babies are square and round. Those are the two things you got. Okay? And another thing. Look how little the neck is. Look how short compared to. I know the shoulders are probably up a little bit, but like it's a shorter neck. There's not as much space between your neck as a child. It's just a thing. They are Lego minifigures.
That's a very good comparison.
But I was saying things. The leg. So if you take like the hip to the knee, right? And you take this and you measure it here from the hip up, that is not the entire torso. As an adult, your entire leg comes up to your shoulder. your knee, if you bend at the hip, your knee is at your shoulder height. Okay? And then your calf is the same length again. So you have 2 bodies below you. On average, you can play with them a little bit, right? But this is significantly shorter than that, okay? And that pushes the child as well. And again, the calf is short too.
That is what you will find.
Another thing, last thing, as a person, as an adult, your hand, your entire hand, is roughly the size of your face. If you put your hand over your face, your palm at your chin, your middle finger will roughly be about where your hairline is, okay? Your hand can cover your whole face. This baby's hand can't fucking do that! This is a little baby hand! Look at this little baby hand against this fat baby face! That ain't doing shit! Very important things.
What we're saying is, it's not possible.
Yeah. So, like,
It's just
if
not.
you want to draw children, and even in a stylized way, please take time to do reference. I mean, I don't know if you could hear it, Esdrock, but I was physically doing it as I was telling you. Please use reference. That's it. That's it. If you use reference, you will avoid the classic horrific anime babies. Ooh, you know, let's look at some good anime babies that are very stylized.
Yes. I agree. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because it can be done.
Okay. We need a good image.
Trying to think, where have we seen some good anime babies?
Oh, it's Tadaima Okairi,
Oh,
of course.
Gakuen Babysitters,
That
or Tadaima
too.
Okairi.
So look at this. This child. So this is an adult. Oops, right? And this is a child. Their heads aren't that dissimilar in size. Very important. This is smaller. Yes. Okay. It is smaller. It is squisheder. But like, compare. Not that much. Not that much. Okay? Overall, very close. Then you have, look at this square body this baby has and his tiny little baby hand. Look how the eyes are very low on the face with the big head. That's why I hate when y'all make fun of Pearl. She's a little child. Versus here, you have less space. It's more in the middle of the face, right? Look how much brain is here. That's very, very important.
It's very different.
See, this child does not look creepy and horrifying. Gakuen babysitter.
We'll get one more example on the board. Also, I highly recommend this show. It's very, very good.
Tadaima Okairi is great. Also, Gakuen Babysitters is great. So
Esdrock,
the first
this
one
is called Tadaima Okairi. And it's very cute. It's very wholesome. I
So
love
I'm
it.
pretty sure if I remember
Look
correctly.
at this little pudge.
So this big head, he's only got like
Very
2
big
heads. Again, stylized, right? He's only got like 2 heads to his body, okay? But see the proportions there, right? And then you have, again, very low, big eyes on the face, but very low on the face, okay? There's a lot of head in there. The ears follow the eyes too, right? Mostly head. And then look how fucking square he is. There's no hips. There's no waist. There's barely any shoulder. There's no neck. Barely any neck. Look, okay.
Find the little girl from Gakuen Babysitters, because that helps highlight the point of no hips. Because I see way too many artists give little baby girls the hips. Little baby girls do not have hips. They don't exist yet. Not in that way.
Can't find a good one. What's her name? Do you remember her name?
I think it's either Kirin or Karen.
The Kirin.
Kirin.
There
Okay.
she is. There
Ooh,
she is.
got it on the first try.
Again, square. No neck. That's the other thing. That's why the Spy X Family baby sucks. He has a neck and it's like this big. It's terrible. It's like there's a significant neck space. There's no neck space. Okay? Square. Stub legs. Now, this is what I wanted to highlight over here, and I want to do it on the guy because he doesn't have a dress. But because you can just see. So this is like the crotch line, right? The arm doesn't even reach. Do you see that? That's important. On a human, on an adult, your wrist is at your crotch line, roughly. Okay, I'm standing up. That's why my mic thing changed. And okay, your wrist is at your crotch line. Look at how stumpy the arms are. Look at how the arms couldn't possibly fit over his massive head. Look at that. Can't do it. Again, this is exaggerated to a point. However, it hits the marks we have talked about. Very important.
It's pretty accurate.
Very important. And that's how you can stylize children. Because this is still obviously an anime child. Without making them fucking creepy, just small adults. And that's a thing I find a lot of creators struggle with. And that's not no shame on anybody. If you struggle
with practice.
With babies, okay? It's a different thing to do. Just like if you draw animals and you struggle with people. You know, like it's a different skill set to do. But what I wish to state...
And it takes time.
Use reference. Study the reference. Okay?
I
do not agree
guys.
with that you have to learn how to draw it right before you stylize it. You could stylize it off the get-go, but you look at a human child and you go, why does this human child look like a child and not a shrunk human? You know, a shrunk adult. And you sit there. You go, okay, because X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. And then you go, let me translate that into my art of my child character. And we have other, so if you, again, on the Ko-fi, all but Ferrex's, no, not all but Ferrex's. There's a couple, I think it's just Milano maybe, has a little child one, but I have a little Ferrex that's happening as well, and they look small. I'll show off the Ferrex. He's not done, he doesn't have a face yet, but his body proportions are really adorable, and I can't not. Thank you for adding it to Fan Art Alley. I need to be able to look at it easily whenever I want.
It was glorious.
And not get it lost in the memes.
God, that's so cute.
It's so good. I love it. Look at the first pass of... Oops, this is not what I wanted. Of small Ferrex. He needs some refining. I think his head needs to be bigger. But look at him! He definitely doesn't look like small adult Ferrex. He's not got the legs. The legs are not long enough. Yeah, his head probably needs to be a little bigger. But look how short his tail is too!
Maybe 5 years in this one.
Yeah, we're like probably 5 years old. How many heads tall? Let's find out. We'll use green because it's Ferrex, and this will be the last thing we do today. Bless you.
Thank you.
But also, okay, really quick, I also make sure that the chin is smaller. If I was to draw like Ferrex's head on this size head still, his chin would come down further, you know, more like this. He'd have a longer face. That's another way you can do children stuff. I don't know why I did Stitch.
About face.
See, here we are, toddler. 4 and a little more. Like that other toddler was 4.5. So I did pretty good. He looks pretty toddlery. Mars said 5. He definitely doesn't look like a small adult, right? And that's the ticket. That's the ticket.
And he's a little cutie patootie.
Little cutie. The one that's gonna be really fun is Aster's child photos.
Aster's child one is going to be super fun because he's going to have all those down feathers.
Yeah, he's gonna
So
look the
he'll
most
just
different.
look extra poofy. He's
Yes.
gonna look extra poofy and it's gonna be great.
They will all probably have a showcase with their baby characters, whether in the comic exactly or just outside, because I like it and they're cute. And it's fun to show how their animals change too, because like we said, with Aster being a bird, when he's younger, he would have down feathers and not his flight feathers, just like a baby bird would. So his colors would change, just like in real human babies, you know? A lot of them come out blonde, blue-eyed. And a lot of them don't stay that way.
And get darker haired.
And you can do that even as you get much older. My mother was blonde for the vast majority of her life, up until like her child life. And it wasn't until she was like in college that her hair went brunette.
Ori,
Very fun stuff.
I
What?
found the manga panel of the friggin' baby.
God. Is it worse?
And I have to send it to you because the black shading just, it's not helping. Now he looks like he's wearing a tuxedo.
He does look like
And it's
he's
not
wearing
helping the mini
tuxedo.
adult allegations.
His torso is too long. I don't know. It's just wrong. They just didn't do it. I know what it is.
I don't even.
This is very
there's
much
no
it.
ending
No.
to the torso.
This is a really good way to look at this. So you saw, guys, in the Tadaima Okairi one, how the child head, while smaller than the adult head, was not micro. Look how tiny this child's head is compared to the adult head.
It just looks wrong.
It's so small. Its head is this big
like
versus
bad.
the adult head. This is not how this works. Yeah, seriously. I don't even know,
It's a
Allie.
mutant, Allie. It is
It's a
a mutant. I don't know why. I don't know how. But the manga panel makes it so much worse.
Because you can finally see it, like, with the adult. You know, the screenshots were tough. So he's an okay size for himself, but he really just should be okay, if they wanted him to be this size in general, right? They should have made his head bigger. Okay? So again, not the size of the adult head, but like much closer. Okay? We could have had a bigger head, and then he really should have had only like a 2-sized, 2.5 sized body. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Because in the show, they claimed this was a baby.
If
Not
this
a
is
toddler,
an
a
actual
baby.
then it could have been, again, the head should have been probably okay if we're talking like a literal, like, baby, but like
They
then
put
his
the
body
arms up.
should not have been more than 3 long. It's still so small. But like this would have been a better, like this is where the foot was, this is a child.
Yeah.
That's already way better.
That would make
Arms
sense.
would have come out
that
to
would
here.
make actual sense.
Really, really round face, way more pudge, no
36.
no neck, no neck, little hands. Little legs. That's
It's just
more
so
baby.
funny that this is what they ended up with because the author draws Anya.
Yeah, Anya's
and
great.
She looks like a
Anya's
child.
great. This baby
Every
is
other child
rough.
character looks like a child.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to this baby.
This baby had a rough time. That's it. Yeah, Anya's great. All her classmates are great. This child, somebody else drew. I don't fucking know.
Maybe they outsourced it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just wrong. Oh! No, I think another interesting thing, this is actually a very interesting thing. Like infant level babies, their eyes are actually really tiny compared to their head. which is a wild thing to think about. But like, where's a good one? Because they like only just kind of open their eyes and stuff. Their eyes are actually like kind of on the small side. Like look at that. Compared to their head, their eyes are kind of small and close together. You know, they're not like these big, like wide open, I can see the world. That's a toddler. Like that's when, okay, this is how you think about it. When the baby has enough pretty chubby on the cheeks, we can go, you know, pretty round. They really don't, they have like the little kind of baby chin, but doing like the little
That is
dot
why we
eyes.
call characters florbos, because there are babies.
They really don't have eyebrows. Did he have eyebrows?
I don't know. Did he?
He does have very defined eyebrows.
He has very defined eyebrows.
Look at this child. This child has
Incredibly
no
defined
eyebrows. Look how, if I put the eyebrows on it, now it's a man. What the fuck is that? Terrible. Horrible. No eyebrows.
Let me check something. 'Cause I'm curious. Okay. Interesting. So I was looking up images for Boss Baby because their whole shtick is like,
he's
it's
pretty decent.
a baby that's acting like a man. Now, I think they kind of cheat a little bit because the Boss Baby does have very defined eyebrows.
But they're very thin.
But they are also so thin.
They're so faint.
You
because
almost
babies
don't see them.
They have eyebrows, okay? You
So
can
in
see
some
the
scenes,
shadow
you
of an
can't
eyebrow.
really see them too much.
Yeah, you look at this baby.
But then, like, if he needs to do an expression that's a bit more of a adult expression,
it's not
they become way more defined.
dark, thick dot eyebrows that they gave the baby in
Let's see.
Spy X Family.
Kairi. Because let's see that one.
I don't think
I keep spelling Okairi wrong. That's just embarrassing.
He's thin little eyebrows.
Tadaimo Kairi. Very thin eyebrows.
Thin little eyebrows.
Thin little eyebrows. I'm even checking some of the other baby characters that show up in that show.
Well, I know
Thin,
the one,
thin little eyebrows.
the friend has like very, like Michiru. He's got his dad's eyebrows, but again, they're like faint.
They're very faint.
They're faint. Like, look, they're like, they haven't come in yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're barely there.
He's still growing his eyebrows. But that's what you would expect to be defined later in life.
Allie, and that
because
is the
your
problem.
hair gets darker as you age.
Again, look at the tiny eyebrows on Gaku and Babysitters. Teeny weeny eyebrows.
Very teeny tiny.
God. Look at how all of them.
It's
nearly
so
non-existent.
funny how you might not notice this, but then
You don't
upon
notice it.
inspection, it's like, yeah.
But you sit there and you think
It's
about it and you go,
there.
wow, but you see, so this one has small eyebrows, right? And then when you look at this child, well, he has small eyebrows, they're too thick. They're too pronounced, right? So you look at these small eyebrows and they're all very thin. But then you look at this baby. Those are the eyebrows of an adult.
Yeah.
That's
just
too much
not-
eyebrow going on.
It's too much definition.
There's too
to
much
belong
eyebrow.
to a baby.
It gives like Jesus, baby Jesus in paintings where he's just like a full man
It does.
in the painting. Like it's crazy.
He was the first.
with a hair clip.
Really?
From moment one. That's how much hair they had.
Wow.
There's also
Oh, that's crazy.
now I'm gonna be a little there's a little thing that can happen. When a baby is growing in the womb, they have like hair all over them. They're really, really hairy. And like surprisingly hairy. And sometimes when they're born, they haven't lost all that hair yet. So their ears can be super hairy. It's really freaky. It goes away obviously.
That's hilarious.
It's natural and it's normal. But they, like, literally, like, the ears here can have, like, really long fuzz.
That is so funny. We're not being those monkey allegations.
Oh, no.
See, I never do that.
Like
That's
this.
really cool.
Like this. There you go. Look how much hair on that ear.
Damn.
Yeah. No, it's pretty
That's
fuzzy.
why humans are so fascinating.
That's just how it's
Bobby
supposed to
does
be.
some wild shit.
And that's just how it's supposed to be. But yeah, like I said, and then on top of it, if this is supposed to be an infant, no matter what, this is too much hair.
Yeah.
He's got
That's
full volume.
huge.
Full volume. Like
They're trying to
cloth.
give him that rich kid look.
Literally.
I was like,
And it's like, no. No.
All they needed to do was say that this is a 3-year-old, and it would have helped a lot.
It would have helped. It would have helped. But yeah, babies.
I'm just a little guy.
But biggest thing, guys, use reference, please. Please
Yeah.
don't. Please don't try to. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. No, nobody. It's
It
not worth it for
helps.
anybody. It's not worth it for you. It's not worth it for anybody else. It's
Does
just
not
not gonna
have
be.
designer babies work.
Yes. That's what he was. He was a designer baby.
He really was.
There you go. There's
Baby Milano.
baby Milano in heavy air
Very
quotes.
baby Milano.
I will probably never ever actually draw this level of baby for any of them. I have no reason to. No offense to children. I have no desire
No,
for
I
you.
can't think of any backstory that would involve baby.
Not being
so,
this young, you know, we're not. They need to have the sentience. They need to have.
Don't get me wrong. Our boys are traumatized, but they're not that traumatized. It doesn't go all the way back to day one.
Yeah. No, the vast majority of their trauma is like mental, and as like a literal baby, like obviously like you can still fuck them up, but like it's not the
Oh, yeah.
same.
But it's like for our boys, they've gathered the trauma over time.
Not at the Maggie level. Yeah, exactly. But all right, I made both
But with
progress.
that,
It wasn't that much, but it was progress, and
it
yeah,
certainly happened.
it certainly happened.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you for coming, Allie. You can actually see this part of the animatic. I'm not gonna play it, but I just want you to be able to look at.
Exactly.
You
Pastry.
can see this now
They
because
have
you
to
played the first
remember
one.
the trauma in order to be fully
Yeah.
traumatized.
Look at him. Look at the Feeny. There we have it. It is the Cold Killer X. I've gotten too good at drawing people falling. So good.
Which is funny because it hasn't really happened
Yeah.
in the comic yet.
And then he ate poison.
Yep. And glass.
Well, the remnants of poison, mostly glass.
Not ripped to shreds.
I would love more Gumshoe Estrock, 100%. Gumshoe is like, I know that like, I know Investigations was gonna be Emma. I'm very glad it was Edgeworth, just because that was nice to have his shit happening more. I'm very sad, if I'm
Also
being
just
honest.
story-wise, more potential with Edgeworth.
Oh, 100%. I'm upset that there wasn't more Gumshoe in Investigations. I know we have Kay, but I really, really had hoped to have much more of the dynamic we got. I won't say. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We still have another game? Well, we're on Investigations 2 now, but we're only within the second turnabout. So we do have 3 more turnabouts to go. So we are going. But yeah. So thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed. We got to talk a lot about art and babies and use reference. Please use reference. Like I said, my OC average came out like Phoenix when I didn't use reference, and that's
References are your friends.
What's hilarious, I do say this now, I don't use reference when I draw Phoenix. Not at this point. I've drawn him too much. Literally, guys, I think fan art wise, right? We're not talking outcast characters because I obviously draw them a lot. But fan art wise, I think the character I drew the most was probably Lance from Voltron. I think he would have to be the one that I kept drawing. And I am pretty certain that at this point, if the amount of times I have drawn Phoenix has not surpassed the amount of times I've drawn Lance, we're very, very close. Apollo from Animal Crossing got your job application reference? Exactly. Yes. Alright, guys. Thank you all for coming. And we'll see you... Well, we may or may not see Mars. We'll see, right? On Thursday.
I think it's very likely you'll see me on Thursday.
And on
it doesn't look like I'm beating this thing this week.
On Thursday, we will know whether or not Ace Attorney will be normal time on Friday. A brain day. On Thursday, we will confirm the Ace Attorney time for Friday. That is the words that I wanted to say. So make sure to be there.
We shall see.
Of course, updated in the Discord.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, Lance was my Blorbo before I made my own Blorbo, whose name is Milano. But, yeah. All right. Thank you for coming.
This is my Blorbo. His name is Milano.
Yes, I love him, and that one is mine. And we'll see you all on Thursday. Good night.
See you guys then. Take care.